think we'll just get stuck right into it today, guys. How are we? The teams are out. We're all cooking and ready to go. There's a few of these here already. I've managed to. I think I've cracked the enigma of getting into the second station, as it were. So let me know, guys. I'm testing a few things out. Okay, so right now, I know you can all hear. You should all be. I need to make sure I'm sitting here, so I'm covering the TVs. But you should be able to hear me okay. Let me know if there is any problems. But when I go to the next place, I'll need to know your reactions nice and quick. We might even do a little tester before we get stuck into the stream today. But the Celtic team is out. We'll cover that first of all because we've got a lot of teams flying. We've got a lot of teams ready to run away this game week, and it starts off with Celtic. Of course, I've got in my main team, all the main guys are starting. Abada is in the starting 11. I'm not too sure how many people would have banked on that this game week. Moy starts, Taylor is back, Carter Vickers and Starfelt remain in situ as well. So very exciting, quite predictable for some Celtic teams, you might say. And overall, yeah, I was having a quick glance over the teams I've got running. Dyson Maeda been on the bench, doesn't hurt me too much because that team is already quite shattered. But yes, all-star super rare is what I'm looking at primarily. I do have Wirtz playing in action with my Celtic cards as well. We'll be watching Leverkusen versus Dortmund. We'll also be watching Lazio versus Fiorentina because that's just on at the same time as all these other matches. And yeah, I've got a few runners and riders across the way. We'll kind of have a look at the teams as we go on. But the Celtic team is very strong. Having a look at the Dundee United team, they went with a back three of McMahon, Edwards, Smith, midfield four of Behic, Freeman on the wings, Sibbald Levitt in the midfield engine room, Middleton and Harkes in attacking midfield wing positions, with Fletcher being the spearhead, the arrowhead as it were, with Berigiti in goals, of course. Anyone needing a cheap rare goalkeeper, check out Josep Martinez. He's back from injury and a starter. I think he's in Serie B, if memory serves me right. Tracy Beaker, fist bump, thanks for joining us. That's a great shout early on. Started Haxa instead of Abada. I'm not sure if I did something similar. I think I might have. Yeah, I've got Haxa in my last team that I made, my underdog team. I wonder if I can actually set this page up as... sorry, guys. Where are my manners? Not that page. Sorry, we want this page. See, I've been toying around with all this stuff, guys, just because I'm going to try and get that second screen set up a little bit better today. So anyway, that's the team I had, Haksabanovic, and a lot of these teams down here are quite dead. I had a lot of hope for this after Balikwisha rocked it on Friday night, but with Unal dropping the ball so hard against Betis, like I would need an absolute monster performance from Rio Hatate to get in amongst anything decent. We need Rio to break 100 to get anywhere near excited for this team now, which is a shame for the Marshall performance. Specialist rare, we're still running quite good actually. We've got Taylor and Rio today, along with McGeady and Marshall already doing the damage yesterday. The draft is a killer for Tio. The Road to Glory team's got a DNP in it. What else do we have? Yeah, drafts didn't do too great for me. Big Hope, all-star super rare. Sorry I didn't do great, but hey, he didn't kill us either, and that's just that goalkeeper situ. Maeda on the bench isn't ideal, but Josko didn't get an ideal score as well, so we'll see how this team does flesh out in the end. An all-star rare, Angelino absolutely killed us yesterday with possession loss and goals conceded, throttling his score, but the rest of these guys could do decent, and we could get in amongst like a tier 2 maybe or something, maybe a tier 1, I'm not sure. So, a couple of things to fight for. And a couple of good things on the go today. Quinny, what's the Stephen Welsh situation like? I would be surprised, Anna, if he's still at Celtic after the window closes, to be quite honest with you. McGeady is still playing professionally. He's only been back for a couple of games. That score he got was with no decisive, and he's played like 5 games now. He's got a good kind of L5 building up. Anyone needing a... Oh, sorry, I've caught all that. But Anna SH, ZM Star, Killian Conway, FIFA Addict, Fist Bump to all you legends, Ryan Wilkinson, of course, as well, that are joining us live. Guys that are joining us live, please do hit the like button as we get strapped in to watch Celtic versus Dundee United, Borussia Dortmund versus Borussia Bayer Leverkusen, and Lazio versus Fiorentina. We'll be watching all the games simultaneously. We'll be rocking through the Sorare Gameweek to the best of our ability. Osasuna or Atletico. Well, it's got to be Atletico, hasn't it? But yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a test while I've got you guys here now, just before we get kick off in the Celtic game in about 5 minutes. I'm just going to switch to the new little page I've got over here, and I just want you to do a little audio test check with me if that's okay. So BRB. Whoa. Yeah.
Now, can you all see and hear me okay? I can hear the feedback in my ear. So if you're getting echo, let me know. I can fix it. But yeah, this looks good. Unfortunately, I have to have the cricket on. I hate hearing myself from the
Oh, much better. So yeah, I might actually want to turn this down. I wonder if I turn that down, but if did that hurt anything? I don't know. Right, okay. Is Anthony Ralston injured or just not good? Made a mistake. Can see you, but you sound underwater, bit echoey. Nice background. Right, okay, cool. I think I've fixed the echo. I'll go back and check it again, guys. Thank you, and I'll come back and tell you about Ralston.
Right, this should be better, I think, because I don't have the echo in my headphones now. So hopefully you guys don't have the echo anymore, and we can sit and watch the game. And I can be comfy on the couch and have a wee screen here, and you know we can just get stuck into the feast that we're about to have.
Oh, do you know what it might be?
It might be that I had that other mic on.
Right, let me know, guys, if it sounded any better that time or if it was worse. Is it just me or the rewards for kickoff competitions are too low? I think, you know, they are just meant to be like the kind of the gateway drug, as it were. Sorry, guys, I'm going to just flip to a play page like this just so I can hide these screens a bit better. So we just don't want to get in trouble, you know. We just don't want to get in trouble doing these streams because we've been in trouble before. We didn't like it, you know. So yeah, Bernabe not even in the squad, is he not? I didn't even spy that. Let's have a look at the bench, if there is another story there. So we got Kobayashi, O'Reilly, Iwata, Turnbull, Forrest, Haxa, Maeda, Bain, and O are all on the bench. Interesting indeed. Sounds like two mics, does it? Yeah. So I think if I was maybe turning that up, I wonder if that was giving me the echo or if it was the other mic.
Let's try that again. I'm not getting an echo. Let's try this. Right, does this work, guys? Tell me when I come back, right? This should be it sorted. We're about to get to kick-off. So ideally, I can see the boys are about to come out the tunnel. They're all buzzing. They know they're going to get an absolute stormer of a game. O is there, waving to the fans and stuff. Let me know, guys, if you can see and hear me. I need some thumbs up. I need some party emojis. Monza have just defeated Juventus 2-0, by the way, as well. I see Stefano Sensi come on the bench. And I'm not...
Let me know, guys, how that sounded. Let me know. The NPs killed me in the Aussie game. Ouch. What were you going to say about Ralston? I think I don't think Alistair Johnson is like he is nailed on now to be the number one right back for Celtic. He's playing in all the games at the moment, but Ralston is coming back from an injury. The manager will give Ralston an opportunity to get back into the team, and I don't think Johnson is marginally better than Ralston. I think both of them are quite easy. Muted, better. Right, so overall, guys, when I switched screen, was the audio okay? I know I was muted there, now I'm off muted, but overall, when I went to that second screen, did everything sound hunky-dory? Let me know. Did you see Milan get demolished? I've just caught the back end of the score. FIFA Addict, I'll need to catch up on that, like I was saying. Getting up to speed technically with all the stuff that we're going to try and achieve today. But yeah, I need some sort of confirmation from you guys that you could hear me a-okay that time and everything was hunky-dory. Do you think David Marshall will be around for next season? Gabriel Noguera? I think so. I've got a rare and a super rare. He's 37. Craig Gordon's playing to 40. He's just retired from international football. He's just came back to the SPFL. He'll definitely want to... Yeah, I don't see any reason for him... Yeah, much better. Right, okay, cool. ZM Star, thank you very much for the confirmation there. Hello, guys. Still Forza Milan. It is still Forza Milan, but just a bit of a... I should have played... I drafted Domenico Berardi. I should have played him. Imagine I played Berardi with Skorupski. I would look like a Serie A boss, and I was absolutely winging it. I wasn't absolutely winging it. Sack Pioli. Great, interesting talking point. We're just about to get ready for kickoff, guys, so I'm going to swap my seating position. I'm going to get the chat fired up on my laptop, so it'll take me a wee minute. Talking points from today like that, throw them in and we'll get to them as we get started before the matches. But yeah, sack Pioli is a shout. It's something that's definitely been banded around once or twice in the man's career already. So yeah, Marshall is contracted until the end of next season. Yeah, don't even start layout. Yeah, keep that stuff coming, guys. I'm going to switch seats and we'll get stuck into the games today.
Oh yeah. Right, I think we're sorted. Let me see. Where am I sitting? Sitting here. Awesome. There we go. We're set up and we're comfy. Now, let me know. I know you were saying it sounded like 2 mics and it's probably fine now and all the rest of it, but let me know in general the overall, is this crap or good or not? So I know for next time if I'm going to try and make improvements, or even if I can make any improvements as we're going, you know, then let me know. And let me see, let's get rid of all this. And I just want to open up for you. I was trying to get this laptop set up as a wireless display, and it was just not working out. I've done all the stuff, you know, but alas, it wasn't happening. So, let me just get the live chat popped up on my little screen here. Oh, good, I can sign in to myself as YouTube anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, that's no problem actually. That's no problem. We can have this screen as a little fantastic. Fantastic, guys. I'm set up for the day now. Buzzing, cannot wait. We've got some really good teams popping off. Celtic have kicked off against Dundee United and we are underway. And yeah, balls bouncing around the first kind of 10, 15 seconds of the game. Celtic, nice high tempo. Want to string a few passes together and get some chances on goal. And already getting into the Dundee United half on the front foot. What a ball through the defence. Is that real Hatate for Kyogo? Oh! Not on target, but nice incisive play in the first 30 seconds to say the least. The boys are here to score goals, and I think that was, by the way, it was a boy with hair in, or maybe Jota, or maybe even Taylor, by the way. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Magnification is wild. It is wild. This little nappy. There we go. That's that problem. Awesome. I'm going to come. I don't know. I'm going to get the live chat here, so I'll be able to find out from what you guys are telling me if we have any audio issues. Aaron Moy playing the ball to this looks like Alistair Johnson coming up on the right hand side now. Celtic in the first minute of the game already really going for it. Dundee United have given us a bit of space to run into. Maybe decrease your mic volume a bit. Okay. Yeah, maybe just adjust a few other things and then yeah, go for it. Don't even start now. Right, okay. Any feedback? I need that to come kind of now. So I'm not sure if I missed that, if I've corrected it since. Didn't even start Leao. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the script is for that. I don't know if it was tactical or an underestimation or whatever, but yeah, absolute backfire from that. I bought Flamingo rare. Thanks, guys. He performed pretty good this game week. TNFA Sorare, that's a great shout. So yeah, audio, guys, let me know. You still think the mic volume should be adjusted? Let me know on that. I need Jota to have a big game. If he gets 100 points, I can make the top 25 in the limited. Loving it. Aaron Phillips, I spot my man. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Jota scores 100 as well. We get Greg Taylor, GT3 crossing the halfway line. I think it was him that played that ball earlier for Kyogo, by the way. Big chance created for Taylor. Celtic are just stroking the ball around now. Nice, easy possession. In my middle screen here, I was expecting it to be Lazio Fiorentina, but I think I'm getting a wee bit of Atalanta Sampdoria action. And oh no, was I expecting? So I've got cricket on one of these TVs at the moment, but the cricket's going to turn into the German football because it's on Sky, isn't it? Yeah, and then this is also BT, so this should be Lazio whenever they come on. But at the moment, it looks like Atalanta Sampdoria, and the Atalanta team looks formidable. Hoyland, Boga, and Lookman front three. We've then got the likes of De Roon, Coop Miners, Hatsboer, Haile. Very predictable starting 11 from what me and Harry Trades looked at in the pre-game week show, actually. And this was one of the games where if you're going to back goals, Atalanta forwards was one of the places to go this game week. So they could be about to have an absolute killer. Currently sat in the top 250 with Jota left. Nice. Aaron Phillips, good to hear, my man. Maybe decrease your mic. Yeah, so I think I've caught up with that. But yeah, let me know how everything is actually standing at the moment. I've got the faintest, tiniest little echo, so maybe there's a little tiny bit of adjustment left to be made. And I'm just looking to find out if that's what you guys think as well. Monza beat Juve 2-0, and I've not seen any of the action in terms of who got the goals, who got the. Oh, I've just seen actually on that page. I like all the stuff. We want to see the scores as they're coming in. We want to see the boys as they're coming in. There we go. 6 months. Where has the time gone? Charlie Dunbar, fist bump, my man. 6 months, a member of the FC Barcelona Foundation. That's my club. And like every great club in world football, there's a foundation arm. Aaron Moy with a free kick into the box. Dangerous area. Great effective clearance from whatever Dundee United defender that was. Dylan Levitt completed the action and managed to get it over the halfway line to maybe Harks or somebody. And then so now for a Celtic throw on the left-hand side in the Dundee United half, ever so slightly. And Greg Taylor throws it back to the defence. Between Starfelt and Carter Vickers, I'm just going to go from left to right a few times. We're going to look for whatever bit of space they can find to get McGregor, to get Moy, to get Hatate or Taylor on the ball in between the lines here. Here we found Rio in the wide left position, comes inside with the ball and goes across pitch to inside right. We find Alistair Johnson goes wide right to, this must be a Bada. We step over, 1-2 with Moy inside the box, and then a Dundee United player comes in to slide tackle it clear. It only gets as far as Carter Vickers, but who is on the semicircle, not even halfway line. He plays it to Starfelt. Starfelt gets it to Taylor, and then, oh, Jota pegs a guy, goes by him, he's got two in front of him. They're crapping it. Jota into the box, cross to the back post. And unfortunately, it's just a wee bit too high for anyone to get on. Abada and the Dundee United player chase the ball out. It does go for a Dundee United throw in, quite close to the corner flag. And that was a lovely Jota and full flow. Good ball. It was just a wee bit too high and a wee bit too close for Kyogo. It looks like already, by the way, this Atalanta-Sampdoria game's got a bit of action in it as well. Maybe a slight penalty shout for Sampdoria, by the way. But alas, not to be. Definitely wasn't a penalty. 7 minutes into that game, in fact. Need some Abada magic after putting my goalkeeper DNP in super rare kickoff. A podium could still be on. Well, Abada is definitely, in a game like this, Abada could get a hat-trick on paper, going into the match. Let's see how we actually, let's see how the game actually goes. But it's definitely a good game to have an Abada card, I'll tell you that for nothing. And yeah, we're approaching the 5th minute, and it's been all action from Celtic so far, as you would expect. Maybe we're missing a goal or two, a shot or two on target. But yeah. Where has the time gone? Charlie Dunbar, thanks so much for the support. I love all the support we get on the FC Barcelona Foundation, because it's all about the community, guys. It's all about you guys. It makes the club special. It makes this channel special. So thanks to everyone, by the way, that is watching this live with us. Please do drop a like on the video and all that good stuff. And oh, by the way, Sampdoria are threatening Atalanta. As we know, Atalanta don't pretend to defend. Sampdoria are having a go, man. If they get the first goal, then this match is anyone's, really. I think Sampdoria's attitude towards it. And yeah, they're getting back in numbers, Atalanta, but they just don't ever seem to be mega switched on. Jota's juggling the ball out in the left wing here, playing some lovely passing. McGregor out to Taylor. That's the combination we want to see. Taylor and McGregor just exchanging passes for fun. Get that AA up, guys. They're doing it. They've exchanged about 3 passes together. Now McGregor's going to go to Starfelt. Starfelt's going to go to Carter Vickers. You know the story. You know how it goes from here. Going to look for a wee hole, a wee pocket. Who do we find this time? It's Abada out in the wide right, dropping into right back. And Alistair Johnson subsequently switches with them, but now they're back where they started. The ball's out to Starfelt on the left-hand side. Comes inside to Taylor. Taylor, what a ball that would have been. Inside channel of the right fullback for Jota running onto it, but the guy does intercept it and clears it. And we're back in our half with Carter Vickers, Starfelt, and Joe Hart. No pass for Joe Hart, but we're going to cross the pitch from left to right. Alistair Johnson plays Moy. Moy's got a nice pocket of space here on the front foot, and already he's stopped himself. He's put himself on his heels. He's played a nice simple pass to Alistair Johnson, who fizzes one into that kind of number 10 spot. And Rio Hatate takes it first time and tries to lift it over the defence and drop it, but it's just a wee bit too much spin on the ball. Takes it away from the runner, and Behic clears it for a throw in. Good start from Celtic anyway. This cricket, or maybe it's a cricket thing I can hear, because the cricket has still got some volume. Don't like cricket. We don't like the cricket. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on today, guys. A lot of it going on. I think a lot of you would have been picking Atalanta cards for the Serie A draft. If you've had any luck, the Serie A draft has been a bit of a basket case. We're talking about AC Milan there losing very heavily to Sassuolo in the San Siro. Domenico Berardi, I know, absolutely tore it up. How did you get on with the Serie A draft? I know a lot of the action was today. Do you have any life in the Bundesliga drafts? We're going to be watching some Bayer Leverkusen against Borussia Dortmund, and it seems like there's a good bit of Serie A action on today, as well as what we plan on watching, which is Lazio versus Fiorentina. Dundee United, by the way, have linked a couple of passes together, and they're now in Celtic's half. And yeah, they've got 2 guys out wide against our 3. They get a big cross into the box. Joe Hart scoops it out there. That should be a good high claim for Joe Hart, I hope. And he's got it under possession very well. And yeah, the boys move on. The boys move on. Need some Abada magic for sure. Let's see. Starfelt and Carter Vickers stroking the ball around the back. We're just looking, in that first 10 minutes, we're just looking for that first point of incision. where we can actually, you know, get decisive action or two. That's what we're after. Ideally, if we can get some Taylor and McGregor involved, it really will make up for the goalkeeper score that I'm carrying. Some good AA exchange there from Rio, Johnson and McGregor, winning the ball back and successfully keeping possession. Starfield's getting lots of touches in this game, lots and lots of touches. He plays it to Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers gets us across the halfway line on the front foot and he chips it. He chips it. Definitely one little tiny bit of echo there. Wow. Oy, oy, oy. I don't know where that echo comes from. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that one. Ooh. If there is still one last standing part of it. TBC guys, I'm trying my best. Trying my best. Few fouls getting exchanged. Looks like Rio Tati's made an our pal with number 2. I tripped him up and then pinned him for the 1-2-3 in the victory. Rio Tati. So yeah, let me know how you're getting on with the domestic drafts, as it were, the Champion Euro 4 that we have at the moment. Hoyland, oh, rebound for, oh, who was that, number 11? Is that Boga or Lookman? Lookman, oh, by the way, Atalanta back chapping at the door. 2 good games to have on there now, by the way, if you do have access to more than one screen. Dundee United at home to Celtic and Atalanta at home to Sampdoria. I think we're going to see between the 2 of these games, probably very likely get over 10 goals, I would think, you know. Taylor trying to slide it down the left-hand side there for Jota, but again, intercepted well by Dundee United. Huge diagonal trying to play on the counter-attack. AJ intercepts and plays it to Starfelt, who then finds McGregor. McGregor turns and burns a man. He's just carrying the ball in free space, unchallenged by anyone. Lays it off to Taylor, nice and easy. Jota's on the ball, has a wee pivot and a scoop. He's going on the dribble, Jota. He's coming inside, scoops the ball across the pitch to Alistair Johnson. Johnson slides the ball down the right-hand channel. It's just got a bit too much zest on it. In between the the left back and the centre back, Forabad are running on. Nice idea, just a wee bit too much on it, and it goes out for the goal kick. Oh, somebody in Atalanta, I mean, is that Scalvini or whatever his name is? I think he's been smashed in the face. It is Scalvini. Scalvini. He's been smashed in the face or something. He's going to get back up, but. "11 minutes in, boys looking good." Big punt up from the goalkeeper, Dundee United. A wee bit of heady tennis all over the place. Fletcher and Starfelt having a wee wrestle. Fletcher's given space to bring the ball down and does. Plays it wide right, but that man cannot beat Greg Taylor. Goes out for a Dundee United throw in. Possession is 82% for Celtic at the moment, guys. And the scores that we're carrying are amazing at the moment. No, I'm saying that. I'm just being brash. I'm just about to check them. But I think we'll be doing all right. I'm counting a lot of interceptions and such, you know. I think we should have some good scores on the boards already. Nothing in particular. I'm thinking from like McGregor and Taylor and stuff. Let's see how they're scoring. So, none of them are actually. Starfelt on 40. Wow, already. Jota's got himself up to almost 40 as well. But yeah, nothing else really to speak about to this point, SO5 wise. But wow, yeah, I definitely think there's a couple of interceptions going around that maybe haven't been caught yet. Or again, it just depends how the class. Yeah. Alistair Johnson's not got an interception credited to him as of yet. Cyprian just got himself sent off for Sion. Oh, brilliant. Wyland Cyprian, by the way, when that transfer went through, I was so tempted because when he was, who was he at? Was it Nantes? He was so good. He was a little deep line playmaker, midfielder type, seemed to take all the set pieces and whatever and could be very effective. Went to, was desperate to get out of Nantes and no one came calling for him. And ended up at Parma in Serie B or something, I think, or maybe they just got promoted or just got relegated or something. And now he finds himself in Sion. And Mikey Basson, one of the most well-renowned Sorare scouts and managers from around the world, is reporting to us that he has just been sent off for Sion in the Swiss Super League. 10 goals over Celtic and Atalanta games. That's pish. Had the total in AZ Utrecht last night. What a game that was. Yeah, I missed it, Mikey. I took it. I don't know why, but for Saturday, I'm just going to try and detach from my phone a wee bit, just for one night, kind of thing. But there was some good action last night. I did miss some bit pieces. Alistair Johnson there's get the first touch on that trampoline. Trying to go on the counter attack, and he's just had it far too far in front of himself. And Dundee United, man, it's like, in FIFA when you've hit the double sprint button far too quickly at the wrong time. that kind of situation. Needless possession loss there from Alistair Johnson. And that was Behic that'll probably be credited. Oh, as him credited for that. And yeah, Dundee United are on the 15th minute, and they are looking to be getting maybe their first attempt on goal. Dylan Levitt on the set piece. Oh, Hoyland. Oh, set piece comes in, header. Oh, over the crossbar. This Hoyland, by the way, he's nippy, he's lively, and I know it's like bottom of the table Sampdoria, but he looks the part, by the way. This Hoyland kid, he looks the part. Let's see him score something today. I'm actually really glad I'm getting to watch Atalanta, even if it is by accident. Quite annoyed that Sky Sports mixes get cricket on before the Bayern game. Like, ideally, whatever other football they've got on that's not Celtic Dundee United, they could have put on that channel, you know. But because Sky, man, they definitely don't have enough games on for the amount of stuff that they've got. Lookman, by the way, turns and burns, leads a great counter-attack, plays it into Hoyland. Hoyland drops it back for number 42. Number 42 finds Boga. Boga plays Mihaila on the overlap, and it's intercepted by Sampdoria and cleared, but not as far as number 7. Number 7 finds Lookman. Lookman edge of the box for Atalanta, comes in on his left foot, curler. Oh, deflection, corner. Atalanta, by the way, looking themselves. When you're looking at the comments for Sorare Road to Glory series, I've had a good pick this week for you. I normally record the Sorare Road to Glory on a Monday morning, maybe sometimes Tuesday. It just depends on how the cookie crumbles, as they say. But yeah, generally Monday or Tuesday, buddy. So get your comment, get your entry in ASAP. I'd say Ian Sorare, any opinion on the 3 decisions against Saints yesterday? I've slightly calmed down from last night. I've not had a look at them, Ian. I totally detached a bit from yesterday. I didn't have that much SO5 action on, and I thought I'm just going to, you know, I had stuff to do. Had a bit of a morning with the kids and the dog, and we went out, had a bit of a walk and an adventure and that. And then kids went to my mum's, and it was me and the missus, went about, did some stuff and all the rest of it. You know, all that good stuff. So yeah, today I'm in to catch up with everything that's going on. We've got so much action and all my key SO5 actions on, and I'm hoping you can enlighten me, Ian. I will go and investigate, and I'll give you my opinion of course. But as I speak to you now, I am, as of yet, in the dark around all that kind of stuff. Mickey Baston's first touch like a trampoline. That's myself laughing. That's a good one, isn't it? I didn't make it up. I've definitely stole it from somebody. But yeah. And we're fighting out on the right-hand side here for a throw-in, and we've got it. Alistair Johnson's got it. It's the 16th minute. Celtic, this is a really dangerous throw-in. He does take it kind of short for Aaron Boy, and between him and Johnson, they play a couple of wee 1-2s right tight on the touchline out there, and then they drop it all the way back to the halfway line with Carter Vickers and Starfelt. Ueda goal for Cercle Bruges. Ueda season is maybe happening, who knows? Carter Vickers is strolling, taking up about 10 yards into the Dundee United half before playing it easy to AJ. And AJ's trying to nip it first time round the corner for Abada, and Alistair Johnson, his passing just isn't coming off. We were getting questions about Anthony Ralston in the live chat right before we went on. This is what I'm talking about. When he's fit, Kyogo, by the way. Oh, Kyogo on the mega press. Slide tackles Berigite. Almost, by the way, almost nips it. Mega press, love it. Absolutely love it. Aaron Moy getting in amongst it now, trying the ball's bouncing about all over the place. Starfelt headers it back to Hart, and Hart overarm scoops it out to the right back, Alistair Johnson, and he's going to get his back up the pitch nice and quick. Tempo get lifted there for a bit, and there's a wee bit of a fire under the bums now with Celtic. McGregor out to Taylor. Taylor, nice idea, but he's not looked before playing that, and he misses the target, which was Rio Hatate. He's got the ball back now and plays a couple of simple passes with McGregor as he looked to get the shape on again before going and creating. McGregor and Rio now sizing up the midfield and bring Taylor into play now. Left-hand side of the box, go wide left for Jota, who's one-on-one with a man. And Jota's rolling his foot over the ball, laying himself off, swings it in towards the back post kind of area for Kyogo. It's cleared for Abada and Alistair Johnson on the outside of the box here. It's 2v2, 3v3 now that Aaron Moy comes into the picture, but they're forced to retreat all the way back to inside the Celtic half now with Carter Vickers. And yeah, Dundee United are doing well in their shape to get compact and then buzz into the ball and force us to kind of come back a little bit to take another position to try and go out at. So yeah, Dundee United have defended well. They've not really had an opportunity to break out of that defensive shape that, you know, your tactics have to be in this game at some point. You do that, and bear in mind, you're not going to probably pull all your ace cards out in the first 20 minutes if you're Dundee United. Jota twists and turns down the left-hand side, swings across in, and it's a good high claim there from Berigite, maybe not high, but definitely a good aerial claim, hands above his head. And he throws it wide left for the left back, who off Alistair Johnson wins a throw in. And Dundee United are definitely going for Behic. They're definitely going against Alistair Johnson. That's the side of the pitch Dundee United are looking to play down in this game. No two ways about it. And yeah, Kyogo almost there on the mega press. Oh, we're just seeing a wee replay of that there. That would have been brilliant. Nicky Clark red card, penalty decision, and Ryan Jack trying. Oh, I seen the Ryan Jack one. That probably doesn't surprise you. Just piss poor refs in Scotland in general. Yeah. Oh, by the way, mega press on again. Berigite has got to be. He definitely knows the smell of Kyogo's aftershave. I'll tell you that much. Kyogo's got a wee smile on his face, and he's thinking, "I'm getting one today. I'm getting one of them." Atalanta flooding the box. Number 5 with the goal. Number 33 with the assist. Nice. Is that Demiral? Who did I pick from Atalanta? Was it Demiral? Oh my God, see if it was my guy. I don't think I played him either. I didn't. I played Theo Hernandez. See if it's Demiral. And I didn't play Berardi, and I played Theo Hernandez and stuff. Oh, I might have dropped the ball big time in Serie A. But 1-0 Atalanta, 41 minutes into the half. 3 minutes to half time. Joakim Mailer, number 3, he's got the goal. 2 goals in Serie A this season, the static is telling me. And he's given it all the finger gestures and whatever. Number 33 there with the assist. I think that must be maybe Darun or something. But yeah, nice kind of chipped cross ball. And yeah, straight off the training ground, that. Good clean finish. Celtic 3v3 out here on the left wing. We've got Jota, Rio. I'm not sure if that was Jota. No, we've got Rio and McGregor running around causing it. I think that might have been McGregor, Rio and Taylor out there. Not too sure where Jota's got himself to, but we're very firmly in the Dundee United half, just stroking the ball around some key players. When we get out to the wide position like they've done now with Abada and Boy, I say Dundee United are just buzzing in about our heels and just forcing us to come back to McGregor, Taylor, these types of relief players, and trying to get us another kind of entry point, another penetration angle for a pass or whatever the coaches will be telling them. And alas, Dundee United are being compact enough, keeping enough bodies in the right places to just cut out passing lanes and just make it very difficult. And making any Celtic pass that they play have to be ambitious. Jota and Rio playing some ambitious balls out here on the left-hand side. We've got 3 Dundee United players to deal with. And Rio, by the way, and Jota, what a set of play. Jota out. Oh, I can't even tell you. Oh, by the way, Jota into the box shot. Oh. So Jota and Rio have had 3v2 out there in the left-hand side. Rio's took 2 of them to the touchline, did a back heel into Jota, and then Jota, outside of the right boot, is dropped across into the box. Boom, as you like it. Big Edwards, I think, has cleared that, but Jota's chested it down, took the half volley, Berigiti saves it, and then Edwards and Kyogo both go for the ball, and they both kind of tie up each other's legs. I don't think it's a foul or anything like that, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, nice sequence of play there. Good to see Rio and Jota starting to get that synergy going again, starting to get that cohesion going. Great to see at this point. If you're watching this live with us today, guys, not many of you watch these things after we've been live, so the support you give me when we are live is what it's all about. So please do like the stream if you're sitting with me today, watching any of the games. We're watching Atalanta Sampdoria now, which was unforeseen, but it's a nice Brucey bonus. We've got Celtic Dundee United, and we will be getting Leverkusen versus Dortmund on, as well as what was planned, Lazio Fiorentina. So plenty of good football to get stuck into today, guys. If you're new to Sorare and you haven't got an account to play this game yet, it's totally free to play. You'll actually get a free limited card once you sign up using the link in the description of the pinned comment in the live chat or in the description of the video. Once you buy 5 cards from the market, you get one for free. It's a free to play game. You don't need to buy cards, but if you do buy cards, you'll get one for free. And that link is in the description. If you get stuck or have any questions, hit me up. Boom, here, there, or anywhere. And I'm just watching there because, again, Dundee United are quite happy to try and play through the press, but you know they're not doing it. They're getting away with it, but we're right on them, and it's just interesting to watch. Now I can't take my eyes off it, guys. Is there news that Valverde may not start? I'm not too sure, actually. We didn't really in the pre-game week stream. I'm not too sure what we thought about the Real Madrid game. They're playing Sociedad, aren't they? Was that last week? I'm not too sure it's a great fixture for either, but I'm not too sure. Valverde, Jota's come inside the box there. He's got a good shot on goal, but it's whistled by the post. Jota's getting on tons of action here. His AA must be pushing because he's beating men, he's getting shots off, and he's been generally quite lively. Yeah, Jota's up to a 46. Starfelt up to a 45 we're seeing now. Moy 36. McGregor 40. Good to see McGregor on a 40. Keep those passes coming. Where's the boy Behic? He's on a 32. Berigiti 37. Fletcher 41 is interesting to see. Wonder if maybe win a contest or something for a couple of points. But yeah, good to see, good to see. How bad are both Milan and Juve at the moment? The whole Serie A, like Juve, not Juve, Mourinho came out and said it. The Scudetto is Napoli's. Like this, you know, AC Milan, like AC Milan did great to win the Scudetto last year, but they weren't like a great Scudetto team. You know, they didn't blow the league away. They very much done it at the last minute. You know, and I do make them worthy champions. That makes sense. But no one made them favourites this year. Inter Milan, jumping Jesus, man. They went from amazing to a farce in the space of 2 years. I feel quite bad for the Inter fans in that regard. And then Juve, of course, just losing all the points. All the players are linked away. There's a lot of impending doom. So yeah, man, I think Serie A, for the likes of Atalanta, next season, maybe this season, who knows, but particularly Napoli this season, even teams like Maurizio Sarri's Lazio, Jose Mourinho's AS Roma, like the Serie A could be a really open champion Euro division over the next 2 years, the way things are going. Kyogo, oh! Or Rio it was. Oh, what a shot, by the way. It's half-time in Atalanta now, by the way. It was a lovely sequence of play there. Okay, it started out with, I think that's Carter Vickers out for Moy. Moy inside. Kyogo dummied it for Rio, and Rio takes the shot from edge of the box. Close but no cigar. Maybe a corner, by the way. Maybe a deflection on that. Hard to tell. So bunches here, guys. Please do drop the likes when you're here. It means a lot to me. It really does help. It's a wee bit more of the chat to catch up on. To be fair, Ian Sorare, he made the correct decision. Ari Nicky Clark, just a yellow VAR messed it up. Yeah, I need to check on that to pass comment, Mikey, but Mikey's normally quite fair and impartial. The Atalanta game was yesterday. Oh, was it? Am I watching a radio? So this second camera is actually my phone. So I've had to set everything up so I know what channels everything's coming on to. I'm going to stop commentating on the Atalanta game then if it's not live. So I had to just put everything onto the channels that I know are going to be operating, because a lot of the stuff operates through my phone. I think I've done quite well to set everything up today the way I have. Any feedback on the watch along today, guys, is welcome. So please do. When's the next night? So Road to Glory, Aaron Phillips, is always released on a Wednesday. I normally record it on a Monday or a Tuesday. If you follow me on any social media, there's a bunch of the tags down the bottom of the screen here. I feature basically every player that does get featured. It does get suggested, sorry, by yourselves. And the ones that don't make the primary video, I try and have as many of them come out as a short. Sweeper keeper there from Joe Hart, brilliant. So if you like the Road to Glory content, on the main YouTube channel, there's a playlist called Road to Glory Shorts. Guess what's in that? More coming. Yeah, the Atlanta game was yesterday, somebody's saying again. So yeah, Birighitti rolling the ball out. Kyogo's just gone up there and say, how you doing, Birighitti? Long time no see. Big humping ball away there from Dundee United, and it goes out for a throw in the Celtic half. And yeah, we've kind of lost, I think, 10 minutes of this game, I think, to just nothingness. You know, it was a good tempo from Celtic early on, and then, say, the last couple of minutes, it's just kind of been a wee bit done. You can switch Atalanta game to Leon until I can't. I would need to go into my phone and mess around to do that, because I'm casting to everything, and then this camera is the camera. So yeah, you're probably right, but sorry, I can't. I wish I could. So the real solution to this is that next time I do this, I've got spare phones in the house with like shattered screens and stuff, but they still get good quality cameras on them. But this, you know, they're just fucked screens. So if I get one of them in, it could be this second camera, then jackpot. I can have my phone and I can change channels and stuff, and we've probably cracked the code in that sense. What was that AA getting built up for Celtic in the last 5 minutes here? I try and complete some trade action the other day as well, or earlier today, sorry, I should say. And my authenticator is in my phone, and I'm only signed on to Sorare at the main computer, not this laptop that I'm using it just to check out on the live chat. Celtic, great play, by the way. Kyogo in the box. Oh, it's been a good assist from Alistair Johnson. Good play from Celtic. Kyogo just didn't get enough of a contact on it there to hit the ball hard enough to get it under the keeper. But he's beat the last man. He's beat the offside trap. And it's been a quick sequence of play. 1-2 touch passing between Rio and Aaron Moy. They then found AJ and played Kyogo on the shoulder. And he's not got enough of a contact on it. Or he has. It just actually came off the goalkeeper's boot. He's made a decent enough save for it. Fair enough to Birighitti. Hope that's not a BCM. Joe just say I did, and I've been actively trying to get rid of him all morning. It's a bloody nightmare. See, being me, which sounds like a horrible thing to say out loud, but see, if I do a shitbag deal like that, like I can only do it to like Pavel or something. You know, I feel bad if I like see it's just a wee guy with an account or something that like it's got a card, it's a fair trade farm. I can't do that to somebody. I feel so bad, and it would look even worse. Of course, can only get away with doing deals like that with like trading accounts. So try to find one that's got a card I'm interested in. Try and build a bundle that would entice them well enough to make it worth their while. Spend a bit of time doing that before coming on, after having to set the whole rig up for this today, guys, which I'm really excited for. I'm hoping I can be sitting here pretty comfy. We might have a further evolution of the camera because I'm quite happy with where it is here. Got a nice picture of Boric up behind me as well. Don't know if we can. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're slowly figuring out studio life, how to run a studio. How to run a studio. Oh wait, do we go this way? That way. This way. Boom. That middle. There we go. That's middle. Awesome. There we go. But yeah, I think I'm a wee bit down on the couch. I could maybe adjust this a bit more for next time. But yeah. So yeah, Sampdoria game was yesterday. I'm not even going to pay attention to that. But Celtic building out well here, by the way. Greg Taylor getting some touches inside the box. He plays the ball to Moy. And now we've got a wee bit of... Again, go back to the halfway line. We're at 30 minutes, guys. We've not had enough shots on target. I'm sure the manager is going to be pretty limited with this. Because for the amount of possession, the amount of successful passes, the areas we're getting into... Bergitti's had 1 or 2 saves, but... I've seen the old Sony headphones again. Yeah, got them back on. And I don't think for right now they're doing much of a purpose other than me making sure, yeah, they're basically echo limitation is what these things are doing. They're now between all the microphones in the room and everything. But yeah, Celtic are really struggling now to get into the final third over the last minute or so. And again, Dundee United showed a bit of a willingness to break away now and try and cause some issues. Carter Vickers, Starfelt and Hart. Oof, Hart, by the way, trying to play a clever ball there to AJ, but just lifts it a bit too high, goes over him. Moy tries to actually get it and save everyone's blushes, but it's just a bit too quick for him. And it goes out. We've got Bayer Leverkusen versus Dortmund on screen now as well. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I do have a wee bit of a light issue. I might move the light ever so slightly. Just so that I can see that screen a bit better. Awesome. Yeah. It's a bit of a pain in the arse that they're so far away of those screens. I should have Dortmund in the middle, but I don't. But yeah, looking good, man. First minute, lively game already. Somebody's down with holding their back. Is that Haller? Oofed. Andrick must have gave. Cameras on Andrick there. So let's see, we're almost at half-time in the Celtic game. I say almost half-time, it's the 32nd minute, you know, but by comparison, say we've got Leverkusen, Dortmund here, just kicked off, first minute. I've not had a look at the teams yet. Please explain why Starfelt is in the team. Yeah, I don't get it, Lemmy. I think like I would have played UK in this match. The amount of this is a great example. Like again, what I'm saying before, like the passing lanes that become open having Kobayashi in this game versus Starfelt is wildly different. Like Starfelt has to come on to that right foot every single time. Maybe, you know, we've never seen Ange sub a defender for any reason other than injury, but if we are really struggling to penetrate Dundee United, then maybe that's an option that we think about. Lemmy, that's a very interesting point you've raised. Unbalanced, Titans turnover. Yeah, Lemmy, I echo exactly what you're saying, buddy. Just joined. Any DNPs this weekend, Quinny? Ben Johnson, I'm not too sure if I've got any bad DNPs as such. I've just had a bit of a crap performance or two from a few of my guys yesterday. But at halftime in the Celtic game, or at some point, we'll have a look at my teams. I've kind of got everything set up and I'm quite limited to how agile I can be between screens, sitting here watching the football. But I've not got, I've got my team on, my phone's up there. Okay, I can check actually, man. I can have a look at my results. So I don't think I've got any bad DNPs. If you look at my all-star rare team, I've got Angelino who scored 1 point. So he's basically a DNP. I've also got Wirtz. Yeah, so let's open up that. Let's see the Dortmund. Also, we're getting it on screen here now. So we've got Kobel in goals. We've got Ryerson, Marius Wolf, Sula and Schlotterbeck make up the defence. In midfield, we've got Bellingham, Chan and Ozcan. And then we've got Adiemi and Brandt in the wide areas with Haller the centre forward. It looks like Wirtz is playing centre forward, but it might be Adley. We'll see how that pans out here. But Hradecki in goals, Frimpong, Tapsoba, Ta, and Hinchapi, the back four. Palacios and Andric in the engine room along with Amiri. And then on the wings, it looks like Adley and Diaby with Wirtz up top, centre forward position for Leverkusen. So yeah, two exciting teams for sure. Celtic building up play really well here. Greg Taylor plays it out for Jota. Jota comes inside the box now, dribbles a man, gets by, takes a shot, straight down the pipe. Goalkeeper catches it with ease, 34th minute. Celtic 0, Dundee United 0. And we need to get our show on the road here, boys. Just go check on the scores. Jota's on a 50, McGregor's on a 50. That's great to see for me. Furuhashi on a 31. He must have a BCM, unfortunately, then. He does. That's wild to get a BCM for that. 2-0 Atalanta. No, it's not lying. Here we go. Free kick. Oh, Amiri on the free kick for Leverkusen, by the way. Is Amiri season happening, guys? Amiri's coming back. It was a crap ball, right? But he took it. Keel goes in the box, turning. Oh, kind of missed what happened there watching that free kick. But yeah, we're still on the ball. AJ, McGregor. Few incisive passes here. It's in the right wing now with Aaron Moy. He comes inside on his left foot, drops it back from McGregor, edge of the box. McGregor kind of prances out to the wide area with Alistair Johnson exchanging some passes. McGregor comes in on his left foot, pokes the ball back to Carter Vickers and Starfelt, who are switching the ball from that kind of right position into the left position now. And Starfelt cannot pass with his left foot, so he has to zip it out there with his right foot to Jota. And what a ball! He scoops into the box for Tate. Rolls the ball with a shot. Oh! Rolls the ball across his chest, crosses it with his left foot, doesn't beat the first man, and it goes out for a corner. Greg Taylor runs the ball into the corner flag, looks to take it short, but doesn't. And Jota's going to be over the ball now. 35th minute, and Jota's not going to take it either. It's going to be Aaron Moy. Aaron Moy's coming over to take the corner. And let's see if he's going to whip it in. Carter Vickers is up. Starfelt must be up too. Let's see what we get here. 35th minute. Aaron Moy to swing the corner in. Haksabanovic looks on as a sub. Moy, front post. Oh, beats one guy. Starfelt or somebody heads it, edge of the box. Taylor, wild it up. Somebody's went down. Referee's blown his whistle. Some guy with blonde hair, maybe McMahon or Smith or somebody. One of those guys. Edwards, maybe. Freeman. One of those guys. They all look the same. I'm Scottish, I can say that. It's not racist. Bellingham, by the way, bashed off the ball. Andric is up for it today. The problem, I love watching guys like Andric. Amiri, by the way, dribbling, taking a wee shot. Oh, I missed that chance here. Amiri, Xabi Alonso, let's be getting a tune out. Need him, Amiri. Wonder how much he's going for these days. We did see him last week play pretty well. Did he come off the bench last week? He starts today. We do. One of my biggest wins was Nadim Amiri and Martinez. Rare still goes for bugger all. Wonder what the super rare is going for. Can't really see on this. Let's see cards. Super rares only. Got too many midfielders, but I wouldn't mind maybe trading for another one I've got. Let's see. Floor price 0.349. That's quite normal for somebody like him. But he is exciting and he's a wee bit nostalgic. I wonder if my actual one is up for sale. I thought it'd be quite interesting. I don't know which one is mine, but I need to go look. Let's see. It's one of those gold ass ones. Hard to tell which one's mine. I'll go look for it later if I care enough. But yeah, good to see we Nadim Amiri back on the pitch. Andric and Palacios here dictating the engine room, by the way. Leverkusen are looking good at home. Wirtz gets on the ball. Comes into Bellingham's blind spot there. Plays a wee 1-2. Oh, Jota's raging with himself. I just missed something. Bit of juggle play there between Rio and McGregor. Comes to Jota, and I think Jota gets a bit of a foul there. That's why he's raging. Sibbald is getting a talking to from the ref. It is really annoying how far apart these screens are. It's killing me, man. But hey ho, that's what we've got to deal with. Poor me. You watched the Hibs Aberdeen game? No, Ben, I didn't. I didn't watch any of the soccer balls yesterday. I tried to take a wee day apart because I knew I was going to be knee deep in it today. But let me know your thoughts on it. I've seen that Jim couldn't win, got sacked, and Aberdeen are looking to sign Jay Gorter on loan And I think they were trying to get the Australia manager in as boss, and he's distanced himself from it. But it sounds like they're being kind of ambitious, Aberdeen, with whatever they're trying to achieve at the present moment in time, and they're not going to let the failure to this point of Jim Goodwin get in their way. So it'll be really interesting to see who they appoint. But let me know if you did watch the Hibs Aberdeen game, what you thought. McGeady, Nesbitt, Marshall, anyone at all, Scales, anyone at all. Let me know what you think of the game. Ben Johnson, I'd be very interested to hear your take on it if you caught the game. We're in the 8th minute now in the Leverkusen game, and there's been a wee sting taken out of the match over the last minute. But Leverkusen are all in the possession, and Dortmund look kind of knackered already, like with chasing the ball. Like it looks like Leverkusen are just a bit a wee bit nippier, a wee bit tidier. Just get a wee bit more, good possession on them. And what a ball, by the way, diagonally left played out to Frimpong on the right, and Frimpong juggles it and goes out for a throw in. Celtic are really struggling to really penetrate the box here. Dundee United try to break away. Taylor and Fletcher come into a 50-50 there, but it's a Dundee United throw in. Yeah, Dortmund cannot get out of their half, by the way. Leverkusen doing very well in a lot of different aspects in this game in the opening 10 minutes. Really excited to see Xabi Alonso be appointed at Leverkusen, because the last manager they've had over the last little while has been abstract. I forget his name. There's a Swiss guy. It's like Sione or something like that. And he just did nothing, just so nondescript. So it's good to see Xabi Alonso come into this team, and watching them already in this opening 10 minutes, like very good Bundesliga. They stand out to me as one of the best Bundesliga teams I've seen over the last 2 weeks since they've returned. And yeah, Dortmund do look good themselves, but Dortmund still just are very much. Adeyemi seems to have crashed through. He's got onto the last man. Is that Frimpong? It is Frimpong, and Adeyemi. Frimpong doesn't give up, by the way. I don't know if we're going to get a last man tackle for that, but I wouldn't rule it out. I've just missed some action there with Abada, I think. In fact, Atalanta killing it. So Munchie's here watching with us live. Please do hit the like button. Birigiti hits the ball long. We're in the 41st minute, still 0-0. The boys have got to get some passes together. Kyogo and Rio play a little bouncy 1-2, and it ends up with Jota being played in on the offside trap. And it goes out for a Celtic throw in right at the throw in there. Jota's demanded the ball off the fans, eventually gets it. Plays a 1-2 with Taylor from the throw in, and Celtic are at the edge of the box here. Oh, lovely ball. Jota to Rio inside the box. Rio turns, scoops it across. Is that in? Someone, Moy! Oh, come on! How did that not go in? It's still alive. Behic is wrestling out there with somebody. I think it's a bad that gets the better of him, and he cannot clear it farther than Johnson and Moy. Keeping the pressure on for Celtic here. Rio, edge of the box, plays it out wide right to Moy. Moy's got a bit of space, plays it with his left foot. Rio, edge of the box, takes a turn, touches it inside the box. It's in the air. Kyogo jumps for it. Goalkeeper comes for it. It's with a foul shout. Referee points to spot. It's a penalty. Come on, who's on it? Please be McGregor. Please be McGregor. Please be McGregor. McGregor. Come on. McGregor on pens. McGregor on pens. Please, please, please. There's no Juranovic. There's no Giakoumakis. It could be it. It could be Jota. I hope to God it's McGregor. I hope to God it's McGregor. Oh. Harsh pulling the team too deep, Lemmy. From where I'm sitting, it's kind of hard to. I'll keep my eyes open for that. It could be a great observation point. And they're looking for the offside, by the way. I don't think we're going to get an offside call for that. Or are we? Has it been given offside? Moy might be taking it. No, I got Moy. Maybe I got too excited with McGregor. Moy. Of course, Moy's going to take it. Took the last one, didn't he? Got too excited. Oh, please be McGregor, but man. But Kyogo and Moy just exchanged a wee kind of high five there. Kyogo looks to have won the pen, so we should be getting decisive action for Kyogo. Penalty won. I've got Moy in a good team, I'm sure, as well. Yeah, Dundee United player scoops the ball up into the air. Kyogo goes for it. Goalkeeper punches it irresponsibly. I guess is his decision, and wipes out Kyogo. And I guess he does. But he does get all the ball. Does take the man out to get the ball, but is probably the case in point of the matter. It still seems to be checking it from VAR. I don't think it's been categorically given. The goalkeeper, I'm not too sure what's going on there. Everyone's talking to the ref and that. I think the goalkeeper's trying to stake his claim. hard to say what's going on the TV. I've got it muted as well, so I can't really hear the commentary saying. Referee's holding his earpiece. I have a question, might be out of topic. What is the best player under 0.01 ETH Champ Europe Rare? Adme Faris. Now, that's a great question. That's definitely a question for the Road to Glory series. If you check out any of the Road to Glory videos on the channel, there's a link to the Road to Glory playlist, watch list on Sorare Data, and that's a list of all the players that have been nominated in the Road to Glory series. The answer to your question could be in that list, so I would encourage you to check there, see if you can find something that fits the profile of what you're after. The ref's still having a chat, man. This has been a solid 2 minutes. He's going to VAR. I don't know if he's awarded the pen and VAR are telling him don't award the pen. Or what's going on? It's hard to say right now. Because I'm not got the audio on. I've got it muted, so I don't want copyright struck on the channel. So he's away to the video. I don't know if it's the whole offside thing, because the ball comes off a Dundee United guy, and we've had this issue before. That's not. If it's a foul, like, would Kyogo get to the ball if he doesn't punch it? Yeah, I would. If he doesn't, like, clobber him, take him out. I don't know. Does he get to the ball before the man? No penalty. So he gets to the ball before the man. Is that the decision? Ange isn't happy. He's got a wee smile on his face, like, yeah, mate. Yeah, mate, whatever. Yeah, mate, whatever. Yeah, mate. Look at his face. Fucking joke. Cannot do an Aussie accent. Athletic 1-0. Athletic scored. Loving it. Good to hear. Loving it. Leverkusen on the attack here. Anderlecht is looking very imposing in midfield in this game. Plays it out left for Nchape. Nchape faces up with Marius Wolf there and it goes out for a throw into Leverkusen. Leverkusen very much the most impressive team to me in the opening 15 minutes of this game. And we're getting 3 minutes added on. I think that's a bit naff. We must have at least had 3 minutes just now for that VAR. Never mind any other added time. So Celtic cannot be going in 0-0 at half time. Come on. Come on. We cannot be going in at half time 0-0. Come on, Celtic. Oh, by the way, who was that? Diaby broke through on the offside trap there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Decent shot. Oh, who played that through? Works. What a ball. Works, by the way. Eye of the needle stuff. And Diaby takes it well. Goalkeeper, decent enough save. But yeah, we're getting to see some works. Big chance created there. Nice. Maybe a BCM for Diaby. Xabi Alonso goes so stylish on the touchline, doesn't he? Demiral is number 28. I can see that now. Celtic building up at the edge of the box here. Aaron Moy keeps peeling out into the wide right, similar to what we see with Rio popping out in the wide left, with the fullbacks actually then coming into the centre of the midfield. Carter Vickers now is in the final 30 yards of the pitch, playing a pass to Aaron Moy, keeping the pressure on Dundee United. Celtic are desperate to get a goal before half time. They know Postecoglou will be raging if we go to half time 0-0 for the possession and basically the chances we have had to this point. Come on. Aaron Moy plays a wide right for Alistair Johnson. Alistair Johnson, I've not seen him make many good crosses yet. But anyway, back with Vickers. McGregor chips it into the box again. We're trying to get that same ball for Kyogo. And that big Edwards, between Edwards and the goalkeeper, they're just gobbling it up. It's not working. We definitely need a Haksabanovic type guy. We need someone who can receive the ball in tight spaces in a game like this. Take a couple of men out of the picture somehow, some way, whether it be through dribbles or passing, crossing, shooting, anything. Because we're looking at no one's inventing anything. No one's taking people out of the game. We're just looking to pass the ball around, activate passing channels, and then maybe we're trying to scoop it into the space and behind the defence if we get a sniff of that being there. I would take somebody off for Haksabanovic, whether it be Aaron Moy, Abada, one of those two. I'd want Haksabanovic on for the second half as things stand at the moment. Let me know what you guys think if you're watching the Celtic game with me. Drop a like, of course. Get involved in the chat. And yeah, we're 17 minutes in. But honestly, from what I've seen of this, Leverkusen are absolutely dominating in every way, shape, and form. Plenty of passes on the ball. Midfielders are really controlling the tempo of the match. And the forwards are getting on the ball. You know, like, play's getting really nippy now. Looks like the ref's just blown for half time. But yeah, he has. right on. Well, maybe give us another 40 seconds on top of the added time, which is horseshit. Dundee United players are giving the bloody ref a wee tap on the back, and he gave him a wee one of them. Crooked, man. Half time, Celtic 0, Dundee United 0. Talk about a kick in the teeth, man, for the boys in green and white. Jota on a 53, McGregor on a 51, AJ 58, CCV on a 55. These scores are nice to see, it must be said. I'm going to check out my overall scores. I would go over to the main computer and check them. Actually, I maybe can. I'll maybe work on that later. Just have a quick glance at my team, see if there's anything exciting to report at this stage. But all Sorare, nothing great as of yet, I don't think. Looks like All Blacks clean sheet is rolling in high. Oh man, if I can get Maeda off the bench and him and Jota can get decisive, then my All-Star Rare Pro could have a bit of damage in it. McGregor's doing well for my unique. Rio is my captain, is suffering now because it's a defender card and he must be giving away a lot of possession. We're only a couple of decisives away, but and we're really sniffing amongst it. So keep going, Celtic and All-Star Super Rare. And otherwise, yeah, Taylor and Rio are okay. And the specialist, I've got Soler still to go. Rio and the specialist is getting me into the cards. I need to make it decisive. Yeah, so we really need Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate is our main hope for everything and anything. CCV and Starfelt so passive on the ball. No meaningful passes at all. No, you can say that again, buddy. And all the passing is left. I would not be surprised. Like if I was in the dugout at halftime, I'd be doing Starfelt for UK, and I'd be doing a coin toss between Moy and Abada for Haksabanovic. There, I would make those two subs at halftime, and I would just say, guys, get your shit together. No excuses. Go and get us the goals. Go get us the points. What would you do if you were Ange Postecoglou at halftime? Who would you take off? Would you make any changes? Would you take anyone off? Would you put anyone on? Let me know. If you're watching Leverkusen versus Dortmund, by the way, are Leverkusen an outside shout, by the way, to really emerge under Xabi Alonso as one of the real serious powerhouse in the Bundesliga again? Because over the last couple of years under Sione, whatever his name is, they have been pish, to say the least. You know, can Xabi Alonso get Leverkusen and fulfill some of that potential? Let me know if you're watching that with me. Drop a like on the stream. And yeah, CCV and Starfelt. Oh, but CCV, that's his job. I don't mind CCV being relatively passive and paint by numbers creatively from passive. But if we have a left footer like UK in the team, he could be that guy. Amiri and Diaby, by the way, are running all the set pieces, and Amiri's just delivered a great ball to the front post there for Hinchape, and it goes out for a bit of a Dortmund goal kick. I can get right back into Leverkusen, by the way. I fell out with Leverkusen after I sold Amiri and Bailey, because I just felt them going really downhill. And after Amiri fell off and they sold Bailey, I didn't like that manager. But under Xabi Alonso, I've still got my words. I love Frimpong, of course, as you know. And I've got a wee soft spot for Amiri if he's going to come back into this team. So I might get my Leverkusen back on a wee bit. I'm tempted to get a Timo Werner because he's got Leipzig cards available now. And that was one of the things I really wanted for my Werner, was a Leipzig Werner. And you guys control Timo Werner all you want. I love the guy. I think he's quality. And for Champion Euro, I think he's a great option for me and my club. So, yeah, these are some of the things I'm thinking about when it comes to the Bundesliga. I'd love to get Kevin Trapp back into the club. So, yeah. Ah. 2 seconds. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on the first half in Celtic versus Dundee United. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund, if you have any thoughts and feelings on that game as well. We are waiting for Lazio Fiorentina to come live. And of course, we are watching all of that live and loud as we watch the Sorare leaderboards with our cards. Dortmund have broke into the box again. Dortmund in the first minute or two looked like they were going to score. And then since then, it's just been all Leverkusen, really, to be quite honest. And yeah, very impressed. I was hopeful, again, like I said earlier, but Xabi Alonso, but guys like this come in, former players, it should have a bit of, a bit of glam, a bit of appeal to people like me, the football nerds out there. By all accounts, his Sociedad B team played very well, and they all quite liked him. Maybe it was a youth team, maybe they got promoted and stuff. I forget all the credentials of it all, But by all accounts, yeah, did a good job there. It's good to see that translate to a bigger team like Leverkusen with such amazing talent that they have. He's now got the best piece, Wirtz, back in the house, you know. Now, beating Dortmund isn't some sort of seal of approval or anything. Dortmund can be got at, but it's definitely a great confidence booster to this team and what they can achieve. They're talking about the penalty review at half-time. I don't know what they're saying, guys. Let me know your thoughts and what's being said on the VAR penalty thing. Is it offside that's coming into it? Kyogo's not offside anyway. I don't think that should be coming into it if it is. Need a better game for Hatate as well. I think Hatate's looked okay when he's been on the ball. But I just don't think we've got him into good positions often enough. I think he's linked up very well with Jota when we've got them into the final 18 yards of the pitch, essentially. And when we've been coming across the face of the box, I think Rio's done well. But just maybe some of the actual execution has just been off ever so slightly. But yeah, he needs to be a little bit better, but I don't think he's that far away. Selfishly, I need Maeda on. Ben Crawford, fist bump. Thanks for joining us, my man. Yeah, I want Maeda on too, big time. I could do with him coming on. But I think Haksabanovic, this game needs a Haksabanovic type. Somebody who can take the ball in tight spaces, maybe in that midfield area like we're talking about Rio doing. Moy can do that as well, but Moy's finding himself out in wide right. And if Haksabanovic was finding himself in those positions, we'd probably get much more attacking play out. We've had a good number of shots, man. Looking at the highlights back, Jota's had one or two shots on the edge of the box. You know, we've been in the box with Kyogo once or twice. You know, we've had a few chances. I do feel bad that goes down as a BCM for Kyogo. You really should have finished that, but should have dinked the keeper there, man. Valencia with 91 at half-time, lads. Oh, wow. Gabriel, that's amazing. Is that Antonio Valencia, and is he playing in Mexico? If I remember rightly, let me know. Let me see. And Mikey Basson is saying that the Cercle Bruges Ghent game had a cracking finish. Ghent levelled on 90 minutes, only for Cercle to nick the winner in the 94th minute. That's incredible. Daniel Cooper, good evening. Fist bump, thanks for joining us. Matt McCann, fist bump, thanks for joining us. Raging I have Moy, thought he was getting a pen. Well, I was hoping McGregor would get the pen until I realised it was Moy, and then I was raging. So I'm with you on that. And you also, Matt McCann, you need Maeda off the bench. Me too, buddy. I think we'll get it, but Andrew's on record, and I didn't really hold my breath on Maeda for this game because Andrew's on record as saying that he likes Maeda when we've got space in behind, and I don't think this is a game where you expect to see space in behind, and that equal logic is what makes me think that Yuki was a candidate to be in this game today, because if they are going to give us that space with the defenders, you want the left footer to have the time and space on the ball to play those passing lines effectively to Rio and Jota in the best positions that they've been in this match. Ian Sorare, how do you think Illich does at Torino? What Illich are we talking about, Ian Sorare? Matt McCann's got Captain McGregor, so that wouldn't have been too bad either. Dortmund have got a corner that doesn't beat the first man, and Wirtz is away on the break, by the way. Wirtz scoops over somebody's head, chests it down, but Adeyemi, I think that is, by the way, picks his pocket. Lovely tackle there from Adeyemi. Plays the ball to Brandt in the left wing. Julian Brandt, the surfer dude, plays it inside there. 1-2 exchange with Bellingham and Adeyemi, and it goes out for another corner, I think. So yeah, fun times. Wirtz and Adeyemi, yeah, he was raging with him there. Picked his pocket a belter. And Dortmund are attacking with a few numbers now, and they're trying to make something happen. They're really trying to force the issue here down the left-hand side. Leverkusen's right, and Leverkusen just about trying and squeeze out a counter-attack, but no. Dortmund have got too many men well positioned to stop that. I think it's Ozcan that sweeps up that interception, plays it to Schlotterbeck and Sula. And we're getting Lazio, Fiorentina coming on now, centre screen sorted. So we're going to have a nice little flow on the go. The Verona guy, I thought Ian, that's why I was asking who you were talking about, because he signed for Marseille. I could have sworn, is he on loan at Torino? What's happened? Let me know. Breaking developments. Was meant to be going to Marseille, but now looks like he's replacing the boy that went to Fulham. I would much rather he went to Torino and was the main man. Torino is a much better team in Serie A than Verona. I don't mind him staying at Verona, but it doesn't sound like that's happening anymore, obviously. But Torino have got like the likes of Nikola Vlasic in the team, Ricardo Rodriguez, Vojvoda. I've got a few players. I've got a footprint in that Torino squad already with comments and such. So I don't mind that move, actually. I quite like it, especially if he gets on all set pieces. I would probably be sharing set pieces with Vlasic, I suppose. But no, I quite like that move. I think that's a good move for Torino. I'll need to investigate who their manager is exactly, because that could be an interesting squad. We're talking about Roma, we're talking about Lazio, Napoli, all these other clubs, maybe looking at the Milan fall as well as the Juventus collapse, and maybe see what opportunities they can have over the next 12 to 18 months. And maybe this is a move from Torino to maybe get themselves into the top 6 contention over the next 12 to 18 months, perhaps. So yeah, it could be a good one for sure. Adeyemi and Brandt are standing over a free kick in the wide left area. 2-man Leverkusen wall, and we've got 6 Dortmund players in the box ready to attack the cross. Brandt dummies it. Adeyemi swings it in with the left foot. Doesn't beat the first man again. I think that's Chappie who wins that, by the way. Well cleared between Wirtz, trying to get it to Diaby, but Diaby loses out to Adeyemi. Adeyemi plays it to Sula, who's right down the left-hand side there, like the freight train that he is, but it goes out again for our throw-in. And yeah, all the escape play from Leverkusen when they're defending Dortmund, they're looking to get the ball to Wirtz, and they're looking to counter-attack from there with guys like Diaby and Adley with the pace. So if they can get that on once, they'll probably score, because that's how Dortmund concede all the time. Now, Dortmund are really packing in the 6-yard box in this corner. It looks like Marius Wolf is going to the front post behind Chappie. Julian Brandt is on the corner again. So glad I drafted him. I don't think I played in this game week, but I played Bellingham, didn't I? Brandt scoops it in, and the goalkeeper safely catches that. Hradecki lays it out on the left side there for Amiri. Amiri lays it on the left-hand side for the overlap, and whoever that is loses it. I think that was Wirtz. Loses out on possession there to maybe Emre Can. Emre Can stroking some passes around here now. Comes to Schlorbeck, edge of the box, who takes a shot, but it's blocked by maybe Andricht. It goes out for a goal kick ultimately after a bit of bouncing about. Don't forget Torino have Miranchuk too. Yes, they do. Like that Miranchuk guy when he was at Loco. He was very good at Moscow. Local Moscow. So yeah, they're building a decent team there, eh? They've been playing banging of late. Yeah, I think Mike Bassender, I think you're right. That could be a good shout. What are you playing your Unique McGregor in this week? The game week coming up? Oh, very interesting question, Matt McKinnon. Very interesting question. Indeed, TBC. Watch this space. But yeah, exciting times at FC Barcelona with a lot of the options we've got going on. I'm quite tempted to go back to the computer and check for notifications and such. I did send some trade offers around Sorare earlier. I'd just be interested to see if any of them were accepted or whatever. Because yeah, I was reconfiguring the board. I was reevaluating my depth chart as well as setting up all the extra rigs and stuff for today. So yeah. Actually, I'm going to check on a plug. 2 seconds, guys. BRB. Oh, actually, yeah. BRB. Oh, we're seeing some action. I can see Dice and Maeda warming up at half time. I can see some action. Oh, I don't know what they're saying. Let me know, guys, if you're listening to this. Kickoff, it says Charlie Dunbar. Well, I don't know about that. We'll see. Unique kickoff, there's only one prize available, isn't there? But, like, you know, would be, you know, I could just go for it and scoop it, couldn't I? But it's a tier 3, you know, like, could be fucking shite. What do you think of Tete moving to Leicester? Can he hit the ground running? I think he could, by the way, because Leicester are definitely built for that type of player to excel in their system. You just need to look at the scores that Ricardo Pereira got when he was fit, Timothy Castagna when he was fit. I forget who they've had on the left hand after Ben Chilwell. They had someone else, I forget who. But if you look at their scores historically when they've been at Leicester, then you know those kind of guys can do very well there. And I think Tete could do very well there also. Lazio Fiorentina has kicked off now. We're in the first half there. Leverkusen is at 30 minutes into the match, and Celtic is about to get started for the second half. Yeah, so I think Tete could do very well at Leicester. I think he could be a very good SO5 card to have access to. Bellingham and Brandt playing a lovely 1-2 into the box, by the way. Finds his way to Adeyemi, and he finishes it clinically. 1-0 against the run of play, Borussia Dortmund. Don't think anyone's going to get an assist or anything for that. It's a nice bit of combo play between Brandt and Bellingham on the right-hand side. They played it in for Haller, and between Haller and a Leverkusen defender, it's a kind of shot, deflection kind of situation, whatever. Came to Adeyemi, 3, takes a shot, puts it back the way the keepers came from, easy peasy. And I think maybe Amiri was the one caught in possession there that caused all that to happen. Yes, it was. Amiri was boxed out 2-on-1 in the left wing. And then, yeah, that whole sequence of play happened. And, yeah, exactly as described. Maeda is on, I think, by the way, or is a ball guy about to take kickoff? Is it Moy? Do we have any subs at half time? Do we have any subs at half time? Is that Moy? I think it is Moy. No half-time subs. No half-time subs. So we start the second half with John 53, McGregor 52, AJ and Carter Vickers leading the way with 58 and 55 respectively. 45th minute, no subs at half-time, and we are underway. The Leverkusen confirmed as 1-0. Adeyemi, no assist. Oh, there's an assist went for Julian Brandt, by the way. And you know, when I was looking at the replay, what happens is Tab Soba actually pushes Haller out of the way, and none of them made contact with it. So it is a direct ball from Brandt to Adeyemi. And there's a bit of a kerfuffle on the go here. Maybe a penalty shoot for Leverkusen, by the way, or a bit of a bad foul situation. So we'll see what's going on here. It looks like Frimpong's been wiped out by somebody. And yeah, it's all kind of happening now, guys. I didn't play Julian Brandt. I played fucking Bellingham, didn't I? I knew I should have stuck with my gut and stuck with Brandt. Dundee United trying to attack a little bit now down at our left-hand side. Aaron Moyne at 44 is a decent enough score also. Did I miss another comment? It was meant to be, oh no, I caught that one. Where are you playing? Unique McGregor. Oh yeah, I'm up to speed with the comments. That's good to see. But yeah, we're starting the second half. Celtic 0, Dundee United 0. No changes for Celtic. I don't think there's been any changes either for Dundee United. We're in the first couple of minutes for Lazio Fiorentina, and this has been a very fast-paced opening game, open match for the first like 3 or 4 minutes. Mauricio Sarri on the touchline, looking like a boss. He's not smoking a cigarette or anything today. A hero. Leverkusen get a nice position for a free kick here. Amiri and Bailey standing over. It's basically a short corner in that respect for the position of it, you know. And let's see. Amiri swings it in. Can he beat the? I'm guessing that's Bellingham. Oh, ball from deep, by the way, and Amiri tries to get back onto it, but it goes out. And oh, good ball in from Celtic there. Kyogo tried to get a touch on it, but Berigite scoops it up. Jota, that was that played the ball in. Oh, it was Haller, not Bellingham, sorry. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let's see Celtic come on. The ball's been bouncing about since the second half started. Celtic haven't really had an opportunity to get the ball under control yet and get that kind of dominance reasserted that we had in the first half. We're only at the 47th minute. And yeah, we need the decisives to come, guys. We need those decisives to rock in. Right, Celtic are going to try and play it out from the back now. We've got the whole team in our defensive third, and the boys are all just slinging some passes together and just waiting for Dundee to retreat, basically. Finding some space to play long to. We try and find Abada and Moy, which we do. Moy's on the break on the front foot here. He's not got the pace to keep it up, but he's going to turn back on himself. And he's found AJ brilliantly. And AJ plays an okay ball into the box. I think a deflection did come off it for Abada, but ultimately Dundee United clear it. And yeah, decent pace from Moy there, but you do see these kind of limitations in that respect. Quick throw in from Calmac to Carter Vickers. And Calmac's just telling Vickers, you just move the ball across the pitch. Let's just get the ball going. Let's be quick. We need to go and get a goal. And we see some passes exchanged between Taylor and Moy. I think that is in midfield. Bit of a foul situation here. And as it went against Moy, it has. Moy's a wee bit bemused at that there. He feels like he came out that for the worse. He feels like he was the one fouled, probably. Maybe not. What's going on? No. Bit of a nothing. Leverkusen, it feels like that sucker punch from Dortmund is maybe, you know, giving him a bit of a black eye in this game. And I've not really seen, they've had a few chances with those set pieces that we've mentioned, but not seen them from open play really dominate the game in the minutes following Dortmund's winner. And yeah, really slack possession from Leverkusen, giving Dortmund an easy throw in there on the halfway line. Fiorentina looking pretty good in possession here, but Lazio are nipping right amongst their heels with Pedro. I think that's Luis Alberto is playing centre forward as well, by the way. SMS is up in amongst it as well. Dundee United are definitely been much more of a problem for Celtic in the second half, and like that pass from Hart was so slow, by the way. Like, is that Levitt on the press or Middleton or something? They're definitely having a chance there to get to the ball a bit closer. Celtic are kind of enjoying this bit of a press opportunity that Dundee United are giving them, because it should free up some space. Gave away a foul. Dundee United did. Yellow card for the man on the right hand side. Is that Freeman? On Taylor, fouled. I think they get some points for that. Julian Brandt and Bellingham again, by the way, connecting passes, controlling the attack, orchestrating the attack. And number 21, Adley, by the way, looks so good carrying the ball out, but Dortmund have just got the right crowd of people in the right part of the pitch that really stop all the direction of travel that Leverkusen are trying to exercise. Luis Alberto, number 10. Oh, it's 1-0 to Celtic! Jota! I somehow missed it. Oh, no, gutted. 1-0 Jota. It's 1-0 Lazio as well, by the way. I think that's Big Sakagny. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Jota scored. Brilliant. I think Moyes in there for the celebration, maybe on the assist or something. Buzzing. I'm gutted I missed it, but let's see it again. So Carter Vickers plays it wide right there for Abada. Abada plays it down the right channel for Moy, and Moy swings a big cross in. And the goalkeeper, just about misses it. And Jota comes into the back post and just touches the ball in. What a goal, by the way. And that's a chance that I'm so glad, so glad we took. You don't expect anything from that cross. It looks like it's gone. But Jota just about makes it happen, by the way. 1-0 Celtic, well deserved. And maybe that's now going to be, by the way. What a finish from Jota. And he's just like straight away celebrating, like, what did I just do there? What a finish. Hopefully that crumbles Dundee United. It is 1-0 Lazio. I did miss the goal scorer and the goal again. But it looks like Casale might be the goal scorer, number 15. Hard to see, but yeah, 1-0 Lazio. And they're surrounding the ref now. Maybe a wee bit of a review situation on the goal here. 50th minute is the goal for Celtic, and it is 1-0. Jota on an 83-pointer. Moy on 70, McGregor on 60. Oh, this is beautiful. I need Kyogo. I need Kyogo, Taylor and Rio now to get in amongst it somehow. These are the guys that I'm missing, but McGregor on 60 is a huge activator, that unique, huge activator. If you can get Celtic, we are capable of getting a couple of goals now. Hopefully we've shattered through a bit of confidence here for Dundee United, a wee bit of the resolute defensive nature, and we can get a bit more confidence, a bit more time, and a bit more space on the ball, and we can make some more chances. It's 1-0 to Celtic on the 50th minute, and hopefully now that's it. Let's go up a gear. Andrik is having a bit of a fight here with the ref. 41st minute, 1-0 in the Dortmund match still. And yeah, I don't think we've got this goal clarified yet for Lazio. It's all kind of happening right now across all three screens. I'll keep these up to speed as best I can. Andrik does not look happy. Maybe I've been booked or something. Foul been given against him or something. Getting a replay of the goal from Adiemi. Celtic attacking down the right hand side here. Abada. You catch my beauty sleep, sorry guys. Abada switches it wide left for Jota. Jota does a bit of juggling, by the way, plays it through. Oh, everyone's shouting for a handball, but Celtic are going to play on. We'll wait for the VAR to catch it. Jota, he twists, he turns, by the way. He is absolutely electric dancing out there on the left hand side. He gives it easily to Taylor. Between Taylor and Jota, they're just sizing up this left hand side to go again. And Taylor now gets an overlapping run for Moy to buy them some space, but they find Rio Hatate now in the kind of attacking mid spot. Plays it into Johnson. Johnson plays it into the ball for Taylor. Taylor! Fucking shoot there, Taylor! They're going back to shout for the handball claim. It's going out for a corner. Taylor should have really shot at goal there. I think he's trying to lay it on for somebody. That's a handball penalty. It's a handball penalty. Handball penalty all day. Yep, handball penalty. That's it. Handball penalty. I'm just going to keep saying it till it happens. Handball penalty. Handball penalty to the tick. We're almost at the time for the clean sheet points to roll in as well. Celtic scores will improve. I'm okay with Taylor's score as it sits, but we really need we really need Rio to kick it up a level and really get into gear. SO5 wise, I'm just going to check whether we refresh all my scores. The rest go into the VAR. How can you not just make that decision the way you have made every other fucking decision this year? It just boils my blood. The real forward card is okay in the specialist competition, but I need that defender card to get some love. The clean sheet points will get it out of jail a little bit. It is my captain, but so I need him to get decisive and really rank up the scores. It's blatant, man. It's a penalty. He's looked at it for 2 seconds, man. How do they even need to send him to look at that? What a waste of time. Penalty to Celtic. Moy's going to be on it probably. Hopefully he gives it to Kyogo. I'd love him to give it to Kyogo. Or McGregor, of course. I'd hope, please, I hope Moy doesn't take it. I really hope Moy doesn't. Moy's on it. Bastard. Moy's already on the spot. Hold on the ball. Arr. Right, come on, Moy. Sink it. What team's Moy in? I think Moy's in a good team. Jota's in a good team. I need Maeda off the bench to do something for the teams that they're in. Oh, yeah, I've got good teams with Moy in it as well, but I'm just missing a few pieces elsewhere. We're looking good, guys. I've got a few teams bubbling now. It should be Moy getting a double decisive here. And that means then we need Works to do something along with Kyogo. Joe Hart's looking okay as things stand at the moment, and Angelino is ready to handicap that team somewhat. But Moy, if he can bash out a huge one here, I'm sure he's the captain of that team as well. Captain Moy. 2-0 Celtic. 55 minutes. That's it, guys. Floodgates open. Let's go. Let's go. Get the ball. Go get kicked off, guys. We want 10 in the second half. We can do it. We can do it, guys. Come on. We can do it. 2-0 to the hoops. Cool as you can. Cool and calm. As calm as you like. Yeah, that champion rare team is a dud. So yeah, looking good to the hoops. Looking good. Unique McGregor is really carrying this team. I need points from elsewhere. I need Rio and Kyogo. If Rio and Kyogo could link up for a goal, my specialist team is really alive. Really, really alive. Kyogo is desperate to get on the score sheet. He's hunting it down. I think there's a good shot that Kyogo gets 90 minutes today, with O maybe going to feature midweek for some minutes. McGregor, I think that's another interception he's just picked up there, by the way, or a tackle or something good defensively anyway. That was a nice bit of play. And we're on the right-hand side now with Johnson and Moy, who are, you know, a nice little partnership, a nice little duet. There's a nice bit of synergy there with Johnson and Moy and Rio and Taylor, you know, in terms of what we get, that duality, that symmetry in the team. It's nice to see these relationships forming. Rio, lackluster pass there for Taylor. Get your shit together, son. We're almost at half-time in the Borussia Dortmund Bayern Leverkusen game. It's 1-0 to Dortmund. 2-0 to Celtic in the 57th minute, and it's 1-0 to Lazio in the 13th minute. Moy, captain, double decisive, is running the show for me. I'm not too far away from a card, but I need Kyogo, I need Worts to do something for that team to come into life. I really need my head off the bench. Jota's doing his job, which is beautiful. And yeah, I can't say it enough. Rio and Kyogo is the mainstay of my team. Oh, by the way, good save from Joe Hart, by the way. Good save from Joe Hart. Header straight at him there from Stephen Fletcher. That's a big chance missed for him, you've got to feel. Half-time, Leverkusen Dortmund, 1-0. And here we go, Alistair Johnson. Oh, the pass was so slow. It was intercepted, but he gets the ball back, so I don't know how the points will carry for that, but anyway. McGregor, long accurate pass to Taylor. Taylor, edge of the box. He's shooting. Oh, it comes off somebody. Doesn't really clear past the edge of the box. There's enough Dundee United players there, but where they are going to get to the halfway line or so and get some sort of hand-on possession and force us into a real difficult situation to win the ball back for a minute or two. Until they play it long like they've done, and we scoop it up. Alistair Johnson heads it into Moy. Moy scoops it over for the offside trap, and Abada maybe just about sneaks in there, but alas. Casale confirmed goal scorer for Lazio earlier, if anyone cares. Let's catch up with the live chat, see what you guys are saying. Come on, Jota. Nice assist from Moy. Pen all day. Yeah. Good show. We're getting here now, guys. We're getting here. 2-0 to the hoops in the second half. Jota and Moy with the goals. Moy with an assist. I don't think we're going to get a pen. We didn't get a pen one on the first one. On the second one, rather, did we? So that's a bit of a gutter. But Celtic 2-0, and we're looking good. We're looking good. I think we'll get this kind of team that we've got on the pitch that are now playing for maybe another 10 minutes or so. before we see some subs rolling, because we're now starting to get some rhythm, and Ange definitely wants the key guys, Rio and Kyogo, to get as much success as possible in these games. So I feel that they'll get the opportunity to get enough minutes to get some stuff today. I'm just going to cross my fingers that happens. Because with the midweek game, we do have some rotation that we can be making. And it looks like it's that guy, McGrath. I think he's coming on from Middleton or somebody. McGrath for Harks. Oh, Fiorentina, some build-up plays in the box here. Shot. Ooh, that was dangerous. Skips past the post. Goalkeeper not needed on that case. Yeah. Just seen some replays across the board here. Dundee United are in our half with a throw in, and they're trying to get some possession to try and get a shot at goal, but they've lost possession. It's kind of scrambling around the middle of the pitch here. Moyes kind of lost it. I think maybe Alison Johnson's going to recover it versus Behic here. He does. And Behic throws it in nice and quick for Carter Vickers. Right, that was a good, it's kind of a dummy from Haller, but Tapsoba does push him. So it's a direct pass from Brandt to Adeyemi. Some good control possession here from Celtic. It's at 60 minutes, so we should have our clean sheet bonuses in everywhere. Let's have a wee refresh and a look, see how that does for us. See how we're looking. How are we looking SO5 wise? Alright, okay. All-Star Rare's looking good if I can get Kyogo and Wirtz involved in something. Here we go, Taylor inside the box, cuts into the edge of the box for Rio. Rio to Moy. Moy back for Alistair Johnson, takes a shot, bit of a handball claim there. Ball still bouncing around, no one can really get a handle on it. Rio does, and the ref blows for something against Celtic. Of course it does. And Aaron Moyes saying something to the ref like, come on, man. But yeah, it doesn't really change be dramatically. It looks better for Taylor. It makes Rio Hatate defender card look a bit better. But I now need some positive stuff coming from those guys over the next 10 minutes or so. Taylor's easily going to get the 90 minutes, I feel. My specialist rares actually with a really good shout. The problem is the specialist rare just isn't super exciting. But it does need Rio. I've still got Soler to run over there. Specialist super rare is in amongst it, and I need Rio to get decisive to get in amongst anything special there. So yeah, I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record looking at my teams, but it's all about Rio, it's all about Kyogo really. And Maida when he comes on. Oh, lovely ball there, Alistair Johnson to Rio. Rio plays it out to the left here for Taylor. Taylor out for Jota, edge of the box. He's got men in support. Jota twists and turns. Maybe buys a foul, by the way. A bit of play on from Celtic. Ref maybe hasn't given the foul. It's hard to judge. McGregor's peeled out to the wide left area. Beats a couple of guys on the dribble and he wins the corner. 62nd minute. Celtic are definitely keeping the tempo up here and are unrelenting. We're after more goals quite clearly. 84 and 82 points for Moy and Jota. Carter Vickers on a 71. Johnson on a 70. Hart 67 is lovely to see. McGregor 66. Beautiful. Celtic take the corner short and we're just kind of passing the ball around the edge of the box here in a kind of 2v2, 3v3 kind of predicament. And we're looking to get it into the centre of the pitch now with Rio Hatate and Starfelt retreating back into defence since we've not taken the corner properly. But Greg Taylor's on the overlap here now, out in the left back position. A high and wide ball goes to Nabdy quickly. And it's going to be out for a goal kick to Dundee United, 63rd minute on the button. Or was it maybe Jota? Maybe try to return the favour for Moy. So yeah, good tempo, good game. Quite happy with how we've played, if not mega off my seat. Oh, Jota, lovely kind of flick over the seal there. He flicked it with his back heel over his head, beat the guy on the run. That was lovely. Goalkeeper's goal kick doesn't get by Celtic. We bring it down. Abada is now going to try and influence the game with a run. So does Rio. Both of them get kind of tripped. The referee gives us nothing. McGregor intercepts the ball, plays it to Moy. Moy, cool and calm in possession. Daddy cool that he is. Plays it to McGregor nice and easy. Takes the sting out of the game. And Moy, oh, lovely ball for Rio. He dummies it for somebody. Rio back in the box now on the overlap. Rio, oh, it's a hit. Oh. So close. Rio dummied it for Abada. And then Abada gave him it back and he played it for Jota on the goalkeeper. Oh, bit of the loose ball situation here. Celtic are pressing like mad. Come on, Celtic. It's coming. Keep this press on. Go get the ball. The right players are starting to catch a bit of form, getting a real tempo. And oh, Behic fucking pegged AJ. Camera zoomed on it perfectly there. And he tries to get into the edge of the box for us, but we're just too good. And yeah, McGregor on the ball now. Oh, McGregor gives the ball away. Edge of the box. McGregor, go get it back. Go get it back. Go get it back, McGregor. Oh, Dundee United played it wide right. Scoops across in. Carter Vickers clears it. And yeah, we can get it down and away. I think that's with Taylor. Doesn't get past the halfway line, but Dundee United pump it back in. Rio touches the ball, loses possession. Thank you, Rio. Dundee United still have the ball. They're down on the left-hand side now with, I think that's maybe McGrath or somebody else. It's not Behic, but Behic is in support. They're trying to get something on the left-hand side here. They come inside of the pitch now, did quickly. I think it was Sybolt. And yeah, they're moving. Dundee United are moving the ball quickly. They're trying to get at us here in this little spell of the match. And they swing a big ball into the box. And I think Joe Harsh has caught himself in a couple of points there. Good one. And now we're in possession. Come on. Dundee United are really trying to win the ball, and they're really not letting us have the ball easy. Taylor's maybe, I don't know, but that exchange has really yielded there. We're going to see Matt O'Reilly and Dyson Maeda enter the fray. I hope this is Moy. We're going to keep Kyogo. Let's hope we keep Kyogo on. Let's hope we keep on Kyogo and Rio. They're the only ones I don't want. Oh, we're seeing 3 subs. I see somebody else. Number 14, Turnbull. We're going to lose Rio. Or we're losing Rio. Bastard. Rio and Moy are going to come off. Now, I just hope it's not Kyogo that comes off. I hope it's Abada. Or maybe Jota. Jota's probably done. Job done. Yeah. Job done, Jota. See you later. 88 points. 86 points, Jota. Job done. You can come off, pal. Good job for you. See you Wednesday night. Moy's going to come off. Good. It's just Rio, man. Don't put Turnbull on just yet, Ange. Come on. Rio's not had enough minutes to influence this game. That's a bummer. It's my captain choice. Rio. Here comes Matt O'Reilly. Eager to impress in this game. So, bodes well for my Kyogo. Bodes well for my McGregor. Bodes well for my Taylor. Yeah, Rio comes off. Bummer, man. That team could only do so well now. Kyogo is the main one we want some action for. Kyogo, McGregor. That's the action we're after. Let's have a look at the teams quickly now that we've had those subs. We know Rio's out of the equation now. He's a dead weight. He's a handicap. I need to go and get a heater sorted in a second, guys. I turned heaters off for when I'm sitting and need to get one on somehow because I'm bloody Baltic. Yeah, Rio's off. Right, okay. So if we can get like, yeah, man, we're right in amongst it. If we can get McGregor and Kyogo, if we can get McGregor and Kyogo involved in some decisives, then we can be right in amongst it. Now that Maeda's on, if he could get in amongst something, that would be good. Kyogo, like I say, yeah, and works, like we've mentioned. Come on, only need a couple of things. We only need a couple of things. The referee's his earpiece or something's going on. I'm not too sure. Asking Johnson to retake the throw in. 2 seconds, guys. I can't watch these. I'll get the heater as well. So and this here makes some noise. So I hope you don't hear it. Let me know if you do. And yeah, have some snacks in here. I took one in here with me. Yeah, I might have just taken one into the studio with me today. I think that was it. So Celtic 2-0. We've got some of the subs on that we kind of wanted and expected at this point. Seeing Turnbull come on, I don't know if Maeda's on the left-hand side here, by the way. What a ball into the 6-yard area. Kind of scoops around, it's still bouncing. Alistair Johnson covered some amount of ground there to keep the pressure on. But Behic has entered that space and has countered attacks for Dundee United. Nice kind of pivot play there from Fletcher. Dundee United playing really quick there, but they went nowhere quickly. Celtic have recovered back into position. The Dundee United's counter-attack opportunity is now gone. And yeah, we're going to try and get back on the ball. And but this kind of frantic tempo suits us because Dundee United are going to try and get a goal around this time of the game. With Maeda being on, that guy's just going to run forever. So great guy for us to be playing balls at the space for to get us on the break. And if we can get a bit of Maeda Kyogo interplay, that would be absolutely lovely as well. But yeah, it feels like Abada's getting good minutes today as well. Again, Abada's not really done much in this game, I don't think. Turnbull getting good minutes as well. And yeah, I'd like to have seen Rio get a couple more, but hey ho. Oh, excuse me. 69 minutes, Celtic 2, Dundee United 0. Starfelt and Carter Vickers make some easy passes along the defence, very similar to what I've seen from Fiorentina away to Lazio at the moment. Goes into midfield for O'Reilly, and he kind of loses out there to Levitt, I think, by the way, which is a wee bit criminal considering the body types of both those guys. So yeah, Dundee United stroking the ball around there. I'll be interested to actually wonder how well Levitt scored today. 36, that's not great. Fuck well. Kind of knew Rio was not going to, I kind of know Rio's not going to get 90, so it makes me kind of reevaluate. It'll be interesting as well, because this is the last game week of the old ways, so the new SO5 system is going to be a whole different set of priorities in terms of lists, potential combinations, so much exciting stuff. I'm really excited for next weekend. This weekend's good, and I'm expecting a team to come out of somewhere somehow. Need Kyogo to get something, but I think but next weekend should be mammoth with the new prize pools and all the stuff that we've had revealed. Dundee United are in the Celtic box here, by the way. Maeda gets the ball. He's going to try and run it out all by himself, by the way. He's not half done it. Got far, not quite all the way there, but Dundee United are going to come back at it. Starfelt clears the header. And yeah, it's not far enough, unfortunately. Dundee United is still in possession. Dundee United are still going to try and come at us here and make another attack at it. Aaron Phillips, yes, you can. So if your player wins a penalty, like if they're fouled or something, and then the penalty scored, then that's a decisive action known as penalty win. But there's two problems with that decisive action. Number one, let's say Jota runs into the box, gets taken down, and then Jota takes the penalty. He won't get two decisive actions for a goal and a penalty win. He'll just get the goal. Okay. He also cannot get both of them, like I've just mentioned. So you ideally want somebody like that situation we had there. Jota wins the penalty, and then Aaron Moy takes it. Now, if Aaron Moy misses the penalty, then Jota does not get the positive decisive action because he didn't score the penalty, sort of thing. So it's a funny decisive action. It's quite unique to Sorare, and it's got mixed reviews with different people. I like it overall. I do think that it probably should be kept even if the guy misses the penalty, because he did still win the penalty, like there's a few creases like that to be ironed out of the SO5 matrix. But yeah, it's penalty one is a decisive action. It's as valuable as a goal or an assist. Nice ball breaking through the line for Kyogo, off the post, I think. Did that go out or what happened there? Oh, Jesus Christ, son, come on. What happened there? We're onside and everything. He's kind of picked a nice wee pocket of space. He's held his run well. I think he's just about onside. It would have been VAR'd, and oh, man, that's wild. Needs to get that on target, Kyogo. I'm catching up with some comments. Sorry, guys, I've missed a few of them. Any idea how many points Messi and Mbappe will get against Ream? Probably 100 each. If they both perform, then I might be in with a chance of getting my first limited. From the Fear to Play, Jay Thompson, fist bump. Good to hear, my man. And yeah, they're both 100 capable. I'll tell you that for nothing. So if I was you, I would definitely be tuning into the PSG game, and you'll have a whale of a time watching those two catch some decisives. I'll tell you that for nothing. Currently 6th in limited kickoff. Aaron Phillips, fist bump, my man. That's great. Come on, Abada, decisive needed, says Charlie Dunbar. How have they not gave Abada an attempted assist for that Rio chance? They should have. That was a good chance. Quinny, good to see you, my brother. No, I don't think so. Aaron Phillips, so about the Jota penalty before technically won it, no, because he's played it for a handball. So technically what's won that penalty is the handball versus a foul, like if your player has to be fouled or something of that nature, they have to be the winner of the penalty. In that situation, the man that's caused the penalty is the defender, so he'll get penalty conceded against them. And defenders can also get penalty conceded for hacking Jota, as it were, or bringing him down for the foul. Maybe the penalty assist should stand, but only gets half the points. Yeah, maybe, yeah, like big chance created. I wouldn't mind if it went back, if it reverted to something like big chance created or something like that, guys. I think that could work fine. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. Turnbull's on the ball, looking good. He's going to be eager to get involved in action. Turnbull's been looking good from the bench recently, and he's definitely trying to push Rio for the spot. O'Reilly's eager to please, and he's right behind the black ball now with Farron Boy, getting double decisives today. And Celtic are just enjoying stroking the possession round here now, but we need to get another goal, guys. We need to go get Kyogo on the score sheet. And who's going to assist him? We want it to be McGregor or Taylor. But we need Kyogo. Feels like the team is pointed towards Kyogo scoring, so let's hope we get another chance or two created quick style. Dundee United are really standing off of us now and waiting for us to pick our moment. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to pick our moment. We're just moving it between Carter Vickers and Starfelt. Starfelt eventually zips it wide right now. We're out wide right with, I think this will be a Bada. Bada cuts inside, kind of, but it goes back to Carter Vickers. I'm sweating. I'm third in unique kickoff, Gaza. Well done, my man. Third. What do you get for that? A tier 3 unique, is it? Or let me know what the prize pool is again for that. And how likely you are to hold. O'Reilly's out in the wide right position, skips in on his left foot, but Behic has managed to push him off his game, and he has to retreat to Carter Vickers and Starfelt. Starfelt now in the final third, in essence, passes the ball to Taylor. And again, we need Haksabanovic in this picture. Where's Turnbull? Turnbull's on to break the lines. Where's Turnbull? Turnbull's on the ball now. Let's see it, Turnbull. Passes it easy, wide left for Maeda. Maeda takes the guy for a run, doesn't get by him, finds Turnbull back. Turnbull in the wide left position now comes inside to Starfelt. Starfelt for Vickers. Turnbull's ran into the crowd now, so are we going to zip it into Turnbull and ask him to beat a man? Come on, Maeda's on the ball, wide left. Someone get the ball to someone in the middle of the pitch who can beat a man. O'Reilly and Turnbull, I'm looking at you. Let's get you on the ball. Turnbull's asking for it, give him it. We're getting people walking into these spots now, and between Carter Vickers and Starfelt, they're not playing the pass. Oh, nice big ball over the top for Maeda. Heads it into the penalty spot area, but it's just too slow. It gets headed to the edge of the box from a Dundee United player. O'Reilly volleys it wide of the goal. It goes out for a goal kick. Wasted opportunity. Decent attempted assist, I think, maybe there for Maeda if somebody would get on it, but just wasn't enough pace on Maeda's cross. Corner here. We're in the second half for Leverkusen. Leverkusen almost got a fucking goal there, by the way. Diaby out in the wide left. Whew. Ange Postecoglou's checking his watch. He's thinking about when to bring on Haksabanovic. O'Reilly needs to do something big time. You can say that again. Nice game. Hopefully you hold, Aaron Phillips. I hope Gaza holds as well. Cheers, mate. I doubt it with games left to play, but we do cross our fingers all the same for Gaza. Gaza's on a great streak of form now, so we can continue it today. This game week. Abada on the front foot. This is what we want to see from Abada. Plays the ball, overlap for O'Reilly. O'Reilly doesn't know what to do with it, man. Takes the first touch on his left foot, so he's got it on his right. Can't get the cross past the boy there. And when he gets up, he says something to Abada and gives it one of them. You know, like, mate, what was that ball about? Basically, it's out for the corner. O'Reilly's going to take it. My 28 boys are at it. Gaza tried their best today. They couldn't get me over the line again. Unlucky. Corner from Celtic. Header on target. Goalkeeper saves it. So easy, man. Dyson it is. Shot on target. It's good to see. Rico, man. Fist bump. Good to see you, my man. And yeah, shot on target for Dyson. Better not be a BCM. It's about 8 yards out. Oh, this Kyogo score is absolutely crippling me. I like Wirtz's score, especially if he goes and gets it decisive, because he's still got a full second half to go. And Leverkusen are on the front foot. But yeah, man. O'Reilly. Haxa time. 79th minute, he'll be coming on for a bad, I suspect. I would have really rather seen him come on for Moy rather than O'Reilly, to be honest with you. And I've not seen Turnbull do anything in this match. I don't think Turnbull's like, we need somebody who can pick the ball up like Haksabanovic in between the lines, tight spaces, beat a man, take a man out, be able to cross the ball, play a ball through the channels. Abada's on the front foot here, plays a nice ball to Turnbull, but Turnbull's seen Abada get fouled and he's already like played the overlap pass for him. It's just poor. Leverkusen is starting really quickly, by the way. Chapping at the door. Straight away in the second half. Sorry, guys. I really need to catch up my beauty sleep. It's been a long ass week. But yeah, Leverkusen got another corner. I think that's 2 or 3 corners they've had already in the second half. And yeah, they've really got the bull by the horns, as it were, trying to get this match back under control. Amiri again on the corner. Celtic build-up play here. Alistair Johnson on the wide right. Plays it for Abada. Abada on the flat foot. Plays it for Johnson, easy peasy. Johnson's a good time in space. He's got his head firmly picked up. He's out in the wide. He doesn't go anywhere. Plays it back to Carter Vickers. No one is willing to beat a man. No one is willing to dribble. Ralston will do that. Ralston will go buy somebody. Alistair Johnson's meant to go buy people. He's not going to buy empty. O'Reilly. Can he muscle his way by Behic? And O's coming on. O is coming on. So that means Kyogo's on. That means I'm toast. Game week is ruined. Oh no, it's Abada? Okay, I'll be Abada for Haksabanovic, won't it? And O for Kyogo. Yeah. Not excited by that change. O's making his debut. Good to see. But and Haksabanovic comes on as well. So, but yeah, I think I'm fucked now. I think I'm royally screwed across the port now. Kyogo dropping out 28 points or something today. No decisive action for him. It's an absolute bummer. Means he's due one midweek, which is nice, but bummer. Domenico Berardi on a 98. So let's see. Yeah, I really like. Yeah, I need Wirtz to get to 100. If Wirtz could do that, then I could be in for a card. I still got Maeda actually in a really good team. Maeda is actually one that I would be very actually. Maeda could really do something huge for me. Maeda is my big joy now. My big, not my big joy, my big hope. Maeda is my big hope now. Maeda for one team. Taylor still doing something. Yeah, Maeda. 2-0 Dortmund, jumping jimmies. Talk about against the run of play again. Just as Leverkusen were looking good. This is like, unfortunately for Xabi Alonso, very typical Leverkusen. Nice little play here. Is that Bellingham and Adeyemi? Bellingham can centre the pitch. Big switch up play to the right-hand side. Is that for Wolf on the overlap? And then he swings it into the 6-yard box. And is that Haller that swings it in? Yeah, it is Wolf on the overlap. And then who taps it in? Oh, it's Haller or an OG or Bellingham. It's one of them. Bellingham celebrates. Yeah, I got Bellingham in my team. Makes me feel a bit better about dropping Brand. Marius Wolf with the assist. It's a tier 3 super rare I gave away ages ago. Maybe should have kept a hold of that. Now let's see O's on the pitch now. Yellow card for Dundee United. Let's see a bit more direction from Celtic. Let's see if we can actually get another couple of goals, man. 4 or 5 is what I was hoping from a game like this. And 2 at this point is disappointing. From an SO5 perspective, to say the least. Well, and I do need to catch up on my beauty sleep, guys. I see how many of you are here live and loud watching us. We've got a bunch of you here still. Nice bunch of likes as well. Thank you very much. I wonder if the new kid will get some game time. He's on now. O looked good last season. He's on now, Rico, man. If you want to tune in, O and Haksabanovic have both came on. So, yeah. I don't have an O. Maybe we'll get one in the off-season or something. That's not too interested in. My gallery for it is, and I don't need another sub-striker. See Kyogo to score from the beginning. That's what I need. Pardon me. Whoa. I can't help the yawns, guys. I'm terribly sorry. I want to have another cigarette to try and get rid of it, but I've already had one today on stream and it's too bad. Had another one. It made me feel like, I don't know, I'm bad. Basically. So Dundee United are just kind of holding possession at the moment and just waiting for the press to come. O's now starting to press and then they kick it long. We're at the 84th minute. And the ball's kind of bouncing about all over the place. McGregor gets the ball back there. McGregor's AA is good. Taylor to Maeda. And then Maeda to Turnbull. Turnbull loses it. See, Turnbull's not been impressive in the minutes he's had. But the tempo that Rio was getting into the game, like I know Ange, Rio, Jota, Kyogo, Moy, these guys are always liable for a sub at the 65th minute. Ange doesn't look happy. This should be another couple of goals to the good for us. Haksabanovic has got something to prove. O'Reilly's got something to prove. O is just buzzing, probably. So I would expect another goal to come in this half at this point, you know. Matty boy, fist bump, good to see you. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening, chat. Good to see everyone in the house, of course. And yeah, we're in the last 5 minutes of the Celtic game. Dortmund 2-0 as well, looking good. And I say it's just been typical Leverkusen. Wirtz is on a corner here, so if we can get an easy Wirtz assist, because Wirtz is good for assists from a corners. He takes them well, and Leverkusen have target men. Let's see if we can get it here. Wirtz for the cross. Oh, header almost met, but it's cleared away. And Dortmund are going to try and transition counter-attack here. And they do, by the way. Brandt is running away with it. Brandt loving life against his former club today. Breaks down. And Dundee United, for like 20 minutes in this game, they have been not like a match for Celtic, but like I've given Celtic a real game, the 20 minutes of this half, where it hasn't been all possession, we can just have our way with it. And that's when Rio Hatate, I think, has played the best in this match. And I'm disappointed that he was subbed off in the minute he was, for biased and unbiased reasons. Haksabanovic getting a good press on here, supported by Alistair Johnson against Behic. Behic is very clearly like a very good left back in this league. I would argue he's very good. Yeah, he's very good. Very good in this league. I would argue the best left back in the league outside of Celtic. Is that an argument that you could make? Let me know your thoughts on that. Adam Montgomery, maybe it's St Johnson. I might sell, as I need an Asia striker, and he was it. Rico Man, yeah, I think that's probably the wise move to make. Do I have an Asia striker I could trade you? I don't think I do. No, I don't, buddy. I've got a Saka, but it's a midfielder. Leverkusen had a nice bit of build-up play there, but it's broken down. Celtic have broken away here. O's in the box, and it's going to be given for a foul against Haksabanovic, I think. Or the foul given against O, and Haksabanovic got into the box. Let's see it again. Yeah. That's nonsense. Soft foul given against O. Ooh. What does O go for? What's his market value? Just interested. Oh, by the way, big cross for Dundee United. Joe Hart goes to scoop it. And an empty net, by the way. Dundee United miss a good shot to maybe sneak a goal away from us there and bust our clean sheet. We get away with it. 2-0, 88th minute. Big cross from Behic there. Carl Vickers kind of intercepts it. It bounces about a bit. I think that's McGrath or Middleton or one of those types of guys. Cuts it back for Behic, who scoops in a big cross again. Joe Hart flapped at it. And then it came out to somebody who was closed down by Maeda. And then it went out somewhere else. And then, yeah, it's nothing now. 2 balls are on the pitch. And is that Sally Ozcans? But I picked up a booking. Lazio looking very nippy, by the way. Very, very nippy. Interesting to see some fouls and stuff. Oh, a bit of a shot on goal there as well for Adley, I think that might have been. Wirtz is getting a lot of camera time, and Leverkusen maybe had a couple of shots over the last couple of minutes. So interesting to see. Lazio still 1-0 up, but it's almost half time there. We're at the 60th minute in the Leverkusen Dortmund game. We're about to see a sub. I don't recognise this gentleman. He's coming on for Sepp Haller. It's not Mio Coco, is it? Doesn't look like Mio Coco. It's Modeste. Anthony Modeste is on for Sepp Haller. 2-0 Celtic, 89th minute. We're getting a wee close up of Ange Postecoglou. And a throw in on the left hand side for Celtic down the line. Headed about. It's just it's just a typical SPFL away game now. It's just bouncing around. No one can really get a handle on possession here. And Dundee United are desperate to take away this clean sheet from us. They can smell that we don't want to lose that clean sheet. They're trying to take that away from us. We don't want it. We need Maeda to get a goal. We need Maeda. 5 minutes added on. Yeah, we could move in another. It took 6 or 7. Works has been booked. Lovely. Yes, Maeda on the break. We never stop, Maeda. We never stop. Keep going. You've got 3 in support. It's 4 on 3. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. He's still got the ball, by the way. Oh, he's done very well to hold that ball in the box. Might have won a soft penalty. He stayed on his feet and whatnot, and could have done a bit better with it, but he did run us all the way up the pitch. Really should have got decisive action there, Dice and Maeda. An assist or a goal there. Come on, son. We're in the approaching the 91st minute. We're getting 5 minutes added on. It is half time at Lazio. 1-0 up against Fiorentina. And here we go. Haksabanovic kicks the ball up into the air for no reason other than to bring it back down and look cool. Plays the ball back to Carter Vickers. Come on, guys. 91st minute. We need Maeda to get a decisive action. It's wide right with Alistair Johnson now. I think he's done the same thing that Haksabanovic has done for no reason. Just pop the ball up to bring it back down. Starfelt. Taylor, or Maeda, was it? Yeah, just kind of getting a bit loose. Dundee United maybe counter-attacking, but they've only got one man. We're going to give up on it and go back the way. So Rico Man, I sell my O as I need yeah, so Rico Man, what scarcity is your O? Is it a rare or limited or something? Come on, man. Come on. Another goal. Another goal. Over 2.5. Over 2.5 goals. Come on, Celtic. I think we see Mitchell Bakker about to come on for Leverkusen. For Jonathan Tah. I don't understand Kobayashi not playing this game. Maybe he starts at home. I think he will start at home. Got to be, here we go, Maeda on the left wing. Comes inside, plays it to Taylor. Come on, boys, we've only got 3 minutes. Let's go and get another goal. Zip it about. Some of the boys are after something here. Taylor tried to play it into the box, but it's just nipped out there. Somebody wins it back for us. I think it might be Big O. Big O wins it back. He's on the line with the boy. He tries to beat him. Goes out a wee bit. It's a throw in on the left-hand side there. Maeda gives it to Taylor for the throw. Taylor throws it for Maeda. Drops it back for Taylor. It's 2 on 2 out there in the corner flag. And Taylor for Maeda, kind of wide of the box, goes back all the way to Starfelt. Starfelt all the way to the centre circle for Vickers. Vickers comes inside of the pitch, beats a man or two, and then just maybe does a wee bit too much and goes to safety. Oh, Leverkusen have scored. It looks like Adley. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, he was moving there like he was celebrating, but I think he's just a throw in or something. Sorry. False alarm. Always trying to press, by the way. So Celtic team are trying to press Dundee United, 93rd minute, but 4 or 5 on there, but Dundee United just about get away with it. And number 22 is breaking down the right-hand side here, and he is trying to get into our half and make something happen. But it has been out for, I think that's a throw-in? Yeah. Right, come on, boys. McGregor plays the ball into O'Reilly. O'Reilly, the ball's still bouncing for him. He brings it down, but under control. He plays over to the right-hand side for Johnson. He's got Haksabanovic and O in front of him. Johnson tries to play it through a Dundee United player to O, which is ridiculous. Dundee United tried to counter-attack on us, but Starfelt beats Fletcher in maybe a last-man tackle situation. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And Celtic have now got comfortable possession, 94th minute. Let's just go. Come on, boys. One more chance. McGregor, Maeda, one of you guys. Come on. Come on. 94th minute. Carter Vickers. Who the fuck is that? O'Reilly? Don't even recognise his haircut anymore. Haksabanovic. Come on, Haks. I'm expecting you to go beat a man. 94th and a half. Come on, guys. We're going to have one more shot at this. We're only going to have one more shot at this, boys. Come on. Let's go get Dyson that goal. Rico Man's unlimited. Handball shout, by the way. In the Dortmund game, we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, dinged. Here we go. Last breakaway. Haksabanovic. The 95th minute, basically. Haksa. He's looking for the right pass. He finds O'Reilly wide right here. Swings it in to the back post for Maeda. Oh, it wasn't in. Oh, you're fucking. I wasn't sure. Oh, I can't believe that never went in. And it's the final whistle on that note, man. Oh, that's a gutter. Oh, that's a gutter. Let's see that again. Who was that wide right? It might have been O, by the way. It is. O swing it in. And Dyson, man. How do you not finish that? Fucking hell, man. What a chance. Couple of BCMs again. 2-0 to the hoops. Clean sheet in the bag. I guess we're happy enough with that. Yeah, let's have a look at. I'm screwed now, I think, guys. I think I'm absolutely screwed. I don't think I've got anything that can do anything now for the game week. Diaby takes a shot from distance. Let's have a look at what I've got going on. I'll come and show you on screen in a second. Let's have a wee look for myself. So yeah, All-Star Rare. If Works can spank 100, I might get close to something, but that's not going to happen. Maybe Bryce Mendes can still save me for a card as well, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. All-Star Super Rare, yeah, unfortunately, Rio and Kyogo have killed me. McGregor on a 77 before multiplier is absolutely beautiful. Why is Bellingham not got a goal here? Was that given as an OG? Specialist, I'm in 35th. Nothing left to run. Probably not going to hang on. Yeah, man, I think that's killed my game week, guys, to be quite honest with you. No Kyogo, no Rio action. Quite disappointing. Still got a good card potential, the Specialist Rare with Carlos Soler in PSG playing later tonight. In Serie A action, Milinkovic-Savic is doing okay. I've still got Napoli to go. Cherky's playing the rows on a 45. My Liga team's doing not too bad, I must say. I think yeah, that's all she wrote, guys. SO5 wise for me. That's an absolute bummer. Let me know what you think of that game. Any of the games you are watching. OG for Tap Soba. Is that what it went down as? Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. All the Celtic players are celebrating. Guys, I think we'll just kind of hang out till the rest of the Bayern Munich, the Bayer Leverkusen game, and then we'll probably call it a stream there. It's not been that big. Sometimes we do the Celtic streams. I know normally when Celtic are on the telly, we don't get a great turnout, which is fine. More for me having fun with you guys. How is Maeda is not my friend? How has he missed that? I'm raging. I've got no idea how he's missed it either. Like, I think he closes his eyes when he headers it. Like, it's an absolute wild miss. Like, should be 2 big chances missed, really, isn't it? Works is on a bit of a free kick here. So yeah, if Works gets to 100, I think I might have a shot at a card. He's putting a ball in here, header on target. That'll be an attempted assist. But yeah, he's killed us today, hasn't he? Dyson from the bench. But I think it bodes well for midweek, because I think we probably get Maeda to start over Abada after watching that game today. I think we get Yuki to start over Starfelt. And otherwise, I think we get the same team. Luis Alberto. Oh, sorry, replay. Yeah. Right, so let's get the Dortmund scores on now. 2 seconds. Holy caramba. Yeah, if you want to talk about the Celtic game, let me know. I'll just put these scores on because that's the game we've got live at the moment. Andrew's going around saying hi to the fans. Thanks for coming and all that stuff. Oh, Works is off. For fuck's sake, man. This day couldn't go from bad to worse. Cost me a tear there, for sure. Well, it's good to see Works get 70 minutes. Hard game. He's only just back from a big injury. You know, so kind of accept what it is. And we move on to the midweek. Guys. These streams always tend to do a bit better if we've got a guest on and or the teams we're watching are not on normal TV. Goal line clearance, by the way, for somebody on the Leverkusen game. Absolute belter. Is that Tapsoba? Oh, no, it's Frimpong! Oh, what a goal line clearance, Jezza. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Frimpong clearance off the line. Is this Bino Gittins? Thanks, coming on for Adeyemi. Oh my days, Jeremy Frimpong, goal line clearance, would you believe it? He's not got it yet, he will, but he should, bloody better. It's literally on the goal line, he clears it off it. Like, aye, big time goal line clearance for Frimmers. Looking at the Borussia Dortmund scores, they're okay, aren't they? Not too bad. Celtic scores today, man. Absolutely massive. Jota on 86, McGregor 71, 77, I beg your pardon. I feel like that's a real wasted score for my team, unfortunately, but I couldn't really. I'm always going to play Kyogo with him, so if Kyogo doesn't score, I'm fucked. You know, I just need to accept that. 4 tackles, 1 for McGregor today, 2 interceptions. Love to see that. And a few kind of final third action as well. Good to see for Kalmack. Starfelt on an 83, Vickers on an 84. Huge scores. AJ getting a 76 with Taylor picking up a 52. And in the Lazio game, I'm not sure what we've got going on score-wise. If there's anyone exciting, I'll go and open them up for you. I'm not going to watch the whole Lazio game. I'm just going to watch the end of Leverkusen Dortmund now. Maeda only 20 points, man. BCMs, possession loss, and all that fun stuff to go along with it. I wouldn't mind seeing Gio Reyna have a cameo in this game, just so I can see his progression, see how he's getting on. So we'll see if he enters the game at any point. Castali on a 64 with a goal. Milinkovic-Savic on a 50 odd. No one else is doing anything at all of any note in this fixture. Oh yeah, so let me know, guys. Is your game week dead? Is it still alive? Are the drafts looking lively for you? Have you got anything to rely on for Monday night? We've only got 20 minutes left of the stream today. Let me know what you guys are up to. Is your game week still alive? Mine's is cropped, and I am now firmly drawing my attention towards the midweek. I think when I come off camera with you guys today, I'll probably be looking to button up some trades as well, try and prune up some stuff in the gallery. So stay tuned. I've already got the video ready for tomorrow. We've got our trading video locked and loaded and ready to go. And it should be a really exciting week. Really exciting week I'm hoping for from top to bottom. The midweek should be epic. The weekend I know is going to be epic. And yeah, guys, I hope you join me for all the stuff. We're seeing Rangers 2-0, Hibs 6-0, seeing all the scores from yesterday. Livingston Hearts 0-0 today. Some of you guys as well, by the way, I didn't actually play Snodgrass. I don't know how I missed him out of my combinations. I didn't mean to not play him. And he did start on the bench today. I don't know how he scored, actually. Did he get off the bench? No, I've not seen any notifications. I've not got access to anything, but I wonder if we can find them. I don't think I've got anyone else in that Hearts team, do I? Frimpong's definitely got a goal line clearance coming, by the way. I don't know why it's not been thingied yet. I can't see him here. I'll check it out later. St Johnstone next weekend. That'll be good fun. Loving it. My game week is dead, even on the drafts. Rico, man, I feel your pain, buddy. I think I've got a bit of draft hope if I get some big scores come my way. I've got all my players at differentials, and I don't think a lot of the big hitters have came over yet on some of the different divisions. Nice ball into the box there, by the way, from number 17, Marius Wolf again. He's getting great delivery on that right-hand side. It feels like the now for Dortmund. And Bellingham gets a head to it, but the back of his shoulder to it. That's such a funny connection he's made there. And it goes wide. Had Shamal, George, Starfelt and McGregor with Hatate and Maeda. Tier 3 all-star for me, gutted. Maeda, if it was Hatate a forward or a mid, you maybe be okay score-wise, like something that's not brutal. It's definitely not a good score for any of those cards today, but yeah, Maeda on 20 points is killer. I do fancy Maeda to start midweek though. And yeah, we're at the 75th minute here. Leverkusen, I can't believe they've not scored yet. Dortmund, I always have them on to concede a goal at the weekend, and Leverkusen have looked good in this game. They've just not quite had that killer punch, you know? Just not quite had it go their way. I'd probably say that's more to Dortmund's defenders, Schlotterbeck, Sula, Ozcan, Emre Can. That box that they've made feels a lot better. And Diaby, by the way, as I'm saying that, breaks the offside trap, gets a good shot on goal, but again, Koppel gets a foot to it. And he looks good for it, by the way, Gregor Koppel. He looks like a very capable goalkeeper on this showing today. Lazio currently sitting in second, by the way. Joint on points, Inter Milan on 40, Atalanta on 38 points. All played the same matches. AC Milan joined with Atalanta on 38 points. And Roma, game left to play, they're on 37 as well, so they could really throw themselves up in amongst it as well, man. Serie A is wide open, man. Juve down in 12th at the moment. And the Milan clubs, of course, in the mud, as we were discussing earlier on the stream today. So yeah, man, Serie A is wide open if you're drafting and trying to win some cool stuff and get some fun cards involved. It's a wide open competition now. Not just for this season, but I expect there to be some unestablished dominance come into the fore next season. You know, so watch out for that. And yeah. Not much going on in this Leverkusen game. Both teams are just kind of posturing around that attacking midfield spot and then kind of struggling to break through from there. Second half has started in Italy. We might catch a wee bit of it before we go. Oh, Frimpong, by the way, just dribbled about 3 people. He's played the ball into the edge of the box. Frimpong, by the way. What a game he's having. I can't wait to see him get a decisive credited to see what the score turns out. How's he not got a goal line clearance yet? I've not got him in any of my teams, but if you do have him in your team, I'd be very mentally upset. You need to message McBride and let him know. You probably have him in a team. Oh, shot from range there from Fiorentina. Nicely saved by Providel. And normally the last 10 minutes of halves, it includes Borussia Dortmund, is when it gets exciting. So let's see. Big Modeste trying to do a one-man attack. I think here's that Rio Coco, one of them, one of the forwards. Oh, nice sequence of play there from Leverkusen, but the final ball from Diaby was just rotten. Nice idea, but execution was just rotten. There's a few more of you joining the chat. Fistbomb, please drop the like button when you show up. It means a lot to me. Anyone had a Ukrainian message them on Discord asking them for money, or is it just me? Cameron Duffy, I get messages quite a lot from people. I don't know what part of the world particularly they claim to be from most of the time, but like they're always asking for free cards and stuff. And it's one of these things where I can't do it, you know. So I tend to just politely say I'm sorry, I can't. So there, Steve, good to see you, my man. What's popping? So there, Steve. What's popping? How do you make a living off your channel, although it's pretty small? Live streams, member sections. Also, I've got an affiliate code with Sorare itself, which did pretty well about a year ago or something. And trading on my account, quite simply. Bellerin to Sporting to replace Poro could be interesting. That could be very interesting, to say the least, buddy. To say the least. I think whoever, yeah, so I think they've been linked to Van Uyek, but if they did get Bellerin, that would be quite OP But Bellerin, yeah, I think Barca will want him out to free the wages up. That might be a nice kind of sliding door situation, because maybe somebody like Frimpong goes to Barca. You know, might be part of it. Barca will also still want to relieve themselves of Serginho Dest, and Milan have signified or indicated that they will not be keeping the American international beyond the loan spell that they currently have. So if Barca do want to get a new right back in, Bellerin getting off the books is a good start, but they will probably want to get some headway on Dest as well. Gonzalez, is he starting for Fiorentina? I don't think so. It's one each, by the way. So this is Sorare Gameweek. I'll be able to catch the goal. I've got a bit of a delay here. So it's number 22, cuts inside, lays the ball to the edge of the box for the guy with the mask in number 5. Number 22 takes it back off him and pings it from the edge of the box. What a goal for 22. Gonzalez starts the game, scores the goal. Whoever asked that in the chat, Cameron Duffy, fist bump. By the way, you have got the commentator's curse, or the gift of the commentator, or whatever it is in this situation. So well done to you, my man. So yes, so there, Steve, it's a bit of a mixture on. So like coming into the studio that I'm in now, Steve, and I took it on, I sold Hakimi for like 12 grand, and then over the year I've been in here, you can, you know, look at the channel. I sell cards for a lot of money. You know, and like I say, I've got the affiliate program for the beginner content I put out there that helps new people. The member section, we've got about 100 members in there. That supports me as well. And then, like on this, like I do stuff like this every so often. I press this insert ad button, and then that makes me a couple of quid. So if you've had to watch that ad, then thank you very much. Put a few quid in the tip jar for me. And we sometimes get people like donate memberships or do super chats and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trying to grow the arms of the channel that do stuff like that. You know, so it's hard, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It is hard. It's the biggest juggling act I've got going on. This side of things is keeping it all ticking over. So all the support I get from you guys, I do greatly appreciate it, and I genuinely couldn't do any of this without your support. I thank to everyone who watches the football with me today and any other time, you know. Owns so many of them on Football Index. He's so good. I'll keep my eyes out for him. That was a good shot. He looked really good in that sequence of play as well. Definitely looks really good, number 22. Very lively. He's picked up a good position here in this attack for Fiorentina as well, by the way. Fiorentina get a wee bit of encouragement from that goal. And Saparana tries to take a bit of a shot there. We're in the 82nd minute in the Dortmund game. It's still 2-0. Got the hungers hitting me, man. I'm so gutted I've not got a wee munchie in here. Keep me going. I think this was going to derail me here, guys. SO5's a killer and I'm hungry. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm sorry. If I had some SO5, I might plough through the hunger. And if I wasn't so hungry, I might plough through the SO5, you know, but without both of them, it's going to be hard to continue after this Dortmund game. Wirtz has been subbed off, and I'm just more interested to see players that we're excited to see finish off this game. And I can catch up on some post-match Celtic analysis to see what's going on, and then get myself ready for a big week of action on the channel, starting tomorrow morning. Jack Patterson, fist bump, good to see you. Up, currently sat at first in Specialist Limited. Not going to hold, but nice to in Specialist with a bang. No, definitely, Jack Patterson. I hope you hold high. Hold high, my man. Hope you hold high for first, man. But if you don't fancy it, then fair enough. You've obviously looked at it, but hope you hold high, buddy. Hope you hold high for sure. Hi, caramba. Modest has picked up a booking. Wow, wild one on Diaby. Mats Hummels is going to get, so this is a good sign that we're going to get a goal. Mats Hummels is coming on for Dortmund. It looks like they're going to try and defend out the match. And that normally just means that their team's going to score a goal, doesn't it? Somebody else is coming on as well. Is that Marco Reus? Reus and Hummels coming on. He gets so fouled often because he's so fast and tricky. Cameron Duffy, I can see it, and that's great on SO5 because you get fouled and that's points. And Wolf and Brandt come off. Great shift from both those lads. And Hummels comes on. So Hummels will be coming into the right back spot, but will be playing as a centre back in essence. Maybe Sula actually occupies that position, but by and large, I don't see the shape changing. And then Brandt for Reus feels quite like for like, doesn't it? Probably because Hummels is old and not optimal. They've done really well with Marius Wolf on that right-hand side bombing on. And, you know, to be honest with you, the game plan from Dortmund has been spot on. They've not really looked out of sorts. Leverkusen have had probably the best chances, the best periods of play in the game, but Dortmund's defence has won the game, you know. And it's been a while since I've said that, but that quadrant that they had in the first half of Schlorbeck, Sula, Chan, and Ozcan, they've done extremely well to stifle everything Leverkusen were doing. So great decisions from Terzic, I would say. Adeyemi got a nice goal, and if that was an OG, no goal for Bellingham, but yeah. Leverkusen are desperate to score, man. Frimpong's on the break. Frimpong, he's going to beat that. He's going to beat him to it. He's going to beat him to it. He keeps it in. Oh, he keeps it in, by the way. Pressure on for Leverkusen still. Oh, okay. Frimpong, by the way. Frimpong, by the way. If you're not watching this, kid, and you're a scout around Europe, you're mental. Best right back in European football doesn't play for a big team. Just seeing how good Jota's goal was, by the way, and that's going to make Maeda even more sick when you see the chance that he missed, by the way. 10 times easier than Jota's. High tempo. Come on, Leverkusen are pushing, man. They know Leverkusen, if they get one, they can get two quick. You know. So yeah, let's see how it rolls out for the last couple of minutes, guys. Feel free to shout stuff at me in the live chat while we finish up. We keep seeing this cross and goal for Moy and Jota. It is lovely. Ay, caramba. Bellarabi swings the ball in. Oh, get a wee flick on it. Oh, just gets past. No cigar. Asmoon trying to get in amongst it now. SMS maybe winning a wee free kick in the middle of the pitch there. That's nice. I think as well happened this weekend, like the first weekend of the draft, and we've maybe made some good calls. We can still swap some cards out. We maybe learn some lessons now. We're paying attention to some of these leagues and clubs in the kind of lens that we currently are, you know. Then I think that's a big part for next week for everyone, that we can have just much more fun with the drafts and maybe get a good stint at it. Yeah. But yeah, Leverkusen are really still going at it. Frimpong, you wouldn't know if he's been playing like this for 88 minutes. He's got some engine on him. Andrick, poor pass. Play breaks down. And yeah, we're in the final couple of minutes. We're waiting to see how many minutes we get added on here. Sula is in the right back spot as suspected. He's actually charged up the pitch here, but Diaby's has got way too much pace for him. Underlaps him, takes the ball off him, and then plays it to Hinchapi. And they try and play out. Asmoon has dropped deep, and he has done that to effect, by the way. Sticks with him, and he switches it out to the right-hand side for Bellarabi. And Bellarabi is on the run. He's looking forward. He's slowed down to play it into feet there for number 20. And now it's just all back on the heels football for Leverkusen, trying to play passes. Leverkusen need to be on the front foot. Dortmund are vulnerable in transition. Don't let them set up like this. That's why they're defending so well. You need to catch them quickly in transition. We've got a corner here for Lazio. Oh, I'm really sorry about the yawns, guys. I've given up on holding them in now. Try to see how stupid I look on camera. Maybe I missed it. Another free kick here on the wide left. Leverkusen swing it in, doesn't beat the first man. It's out for a corner. Always rated Frimpong. Can't believe we let you guys buy him without a buyback clause. I don't understand who all those people are in the reference to that, Jack Patterson. I'm a City fan as well, so and Leverkusen, I'm not a Leverkusen fan, so I don't have the we on that, but I do agree that I don't think we should have a buyback. Oh, Man City should probably have a buyback clause on him for sure somehow in this deal, but I think what do you call it? Celtic did. I was so surprised Leverkusen spent the money they did on him and wanted him. And I'm so surprised at how well he's done. I loved him at Celtic. I had no complaints about him. But I just highly doubted that he would make this step up. And I highly doubted that it would be worth the money that Leverkusen paid for him. But, you know, let's just know in the he's beefed up. He's wildly improved since he was at Celtic as well. And he wasn't really at us for that long either, you know. So he's wildly exceeded my expectations. But I'm really glad because I have always rated him. I have always liked him. But I thought the Bundesliga was maybe, particularly a team like Leverkusen, maybe a step too soon, too quick. Too far, too quick, or whatever the saying goes. But yeah, it's great to see him. Like, and that's why I'm just love singing his praises because he's wildly exceeded. I didn't think, oh, he's going to go to Leverkusen and rip up the Bundesliga. I never said that. I was like, here, we've won a watch. If they think he's good, that probably means he is good. But I don't see him doing it in the Bundesliga, and I don't think 12 million or whatever they paid for him I thought we got a great deal out of him. But alas, it looks like Leverkusen have got a great deal still. We've got a good sell-on bonus, and he has done fantastically well for himself. Nice counter-attack session here from Lazio. Number 20 to Felipe Anderson, who tries to sleek it into the back post there, but just not quite accurate enough, and it goes out. We're getting 4 minutes of added time. We're into the second minute of added time. Demerby's on the pitch now. He's taking a set piece. Let's see, Demerby scoops it into the box here, and almost misses everyone and goes in, but the goalkeeper parries it out. I'm a City fan, Jack Patterson. So I'll be watching a lot more City this year. Yeah, City almost always put buyback clauses in, but I don't think City really rated Frimpong that highly because he was like we got him when he was like 17 or something like that. Or 18, we got him quite young, and I don't think there was much of a fight from you guys. I think I say yous, I'm a City fan as well, but it's just because you have brought this conversation up, Jack. But I think City were like releasing him, you know, like it wasn't getting kept into the reserves or something. I'm pretty sure it was the way it went. And I think we got him relatively unopposed from Man City. Could be wrong on that. We seem to have learned our lessons with the likes of THB. Yeah. I'm not, let's say, I don't think there's a lesson to be learned. Well, maybe there is a lesson to be learned with Frimpong, but I think City made the call that this guy wasn't going to be good enough. I think he was out of contract and we got him like for maybe just a developmental fee. Like we could just come in and take him, and City didn't really get in our way. Like, okay, if he's out of contract and he wants to go, we'll let you have him, kind of deal. Like John Guidetti or something. Not one of those deals, you know. Even though we didn't sign John Guidetti, it was only a loan, but same kind of idea. But yeah, if João Cancelo leaves, then Frimpong, I think Frimpong, maybe Eredivise would have been a great shout for City. Marcus Antonio is going to come on for Lazio, but really interested to watch him. Wrexham 3-2 in the 84th minute. Lovely. I need to start catching the Wrexham stuff, man. It's just maybe some good wholesome entertainment, isn't it? Seeing their kind of rise through the pyramid, as it were. 3-2, that's class. See that Xabi Alonso's not happy. I think they played well in spells, but they're definitely missing a piece here. Maybe they're missing Wirtz on full form. Maybe they're missing a striker on full form. They're missing something. Margaret Millen, yes, we did watch the Celtic game. Quite impressed with the play overall. A few decisions went against us. Should have probably scored about 4 or 5 in the game. What was your take, Margaret? Not going to be long left on this chat, by the way, but we did watch the Celtic game. Quite happy with the boys, even though on SO5 it was a bit of a killer. Yeah, I was quite happy. I think we'll see Starfelt and Abada probably drop out for midweek, and we'll probably see Maeda and Yuki come in. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Full time in the Leverkusen Dortmund game, it looks like. 2-0 to Dortmund. Clean sheet locked in. Some subs getting made in the Lazio game. And I think that's maybe going to be about all she wrote, guys. Don't think we would sign a right back if Cancelo. Got Lewis and Walker. Yeah, fair enough, Jack. 2 seconds, I'll go back to the computer.
Right, we're back over here, and it's bloody Baltics. I've moved all the heaters and stuff. Guys, I hope you've had good fun watching the stream along with me today. I'll maybe just throw one page just so you can see, like, this troll. Actually, I think I want this page, don't I? No, it was this page, but I've sticked about with it. There we go. So let's see. Do we have anything left alive after all that nonsense? Do we have anything left alive? So we've got this team, which is, yeah, it's dead, isn't it? Dead. Did I get Eve? I think I did get Eve, didn't it? Yeah, Eve with ease. This team, maybe Braze can just about carry us into something. Where about, if we can get like a big score out of Braze, maybe we can just about sneak our way in there at the end, despite Guardiola and Dyson really holding us back. This team's dead, of course. Huge points for McGregor. Not too far away from something, but not to be. Hoffenheim killed that. DNP's galore. This team's actually looking pretty good, isn't it? Cherokee, captain, that's okay. Messi gets 100 and Donnarumma scores out big time. I probably won't beat the field, but hey, you never know. Road to Glory, team has done crap. I'm really sorry, guys. Theo Hernandez, Milinkovic-Savic is on the now. We'll watch out for Napoli. And this one's probably my best chance at a card. Carlos Soler, if we see him in the PSG team tonight, we would need him to get around the 60-point mark, and we can get our way into a high tier 2. Rare, we maybe get onto the podium if we've got an amazing score out of Soler. What's the percentage, Ryan? 89%. If we got something incredible, maybe we could. Because we've got 2 of the best L50 under 40 picks in the division in Marshall and McGeady. 52 for Taylor is fine. Rio Tati on 38, we might get that as a pass mark if Soler can drop an 80 plus. This team's maybe catching a tier 3, by the way. Maybe. Nah, probably not. We're probably in the last spot. Yeah, we are. Probably not going to hang on, actually. Nice to think about it for a second. This was nowhere. This was nowhere. And that was us, guys. Not much going on this game week, but we get ready for the midweek, and it should be a big one. I think this midweek as well, we're going to have the Tuesday deadline, so we might have a Tuesday live stream as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not Irish. I'm from Glasgow, Margaret. Don't know why you're asking that, but yeah, nice thing to be asked, I suppose. Hope you have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining me. Stay out of trouble. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.